Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome in to the chat. Salt and Pepper Fire, I see you. Nick Saban Jr., I see you. Hey, I'm not going to waste no time right here. I'm not going to waste no time. Y'all know who we got on the set tonight. My co-host, boss lady herself, KayT is in the building. What's up, y'all? Give it up for KayT. Yes, everybody in the chat. We're going to get a sound check. Look, what's up, everybody? Do it. Mic check. Get them a mic check. Mic check. Oh, and we looking at each other this time. Are we looking at each other? Are we? Look at me again? Nah, we're not. Dang it. We're going to figure it out, y'all. We're going to figure. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this real quick. Hold on. It still didn't do it. Okay, bump StreamYard. StreamYard don't want to let us be great. It's all good. We're going to figure this thing out one day. But once again, thank y'all for pulling up tonight, man. We got some doggone topics tonight. We've been seeing a lot of stuff like happening in sports news, like in the past few hours. Little like rankings, preseason rankings for college football coming out. NBA news, WNBA news. WNBA heating up right now, so I'm excited to talk about that tonight. What's some stuff you want to hit on tonight before we jump into our commercial and all that stuff?
Well, you know, the Olympics is just getting started,
man.
So
I knew she was gonna take it. I knew he was gonna do that. Hey, how the volume sound, everybody? Let us know. Is it good? Can y'all hear KayT good? Can y'all hear KayT?
Y'all gotta let me know if you can't hear me.
Yeah, because y'all know she be using her little inside voice. We can't have inside voices. We got see the more y'all support, the more studio setup we can have. So I'm ready for those boom mics, the professional. You see, look, I'm all in her camera. Look. But y'all, we trying to work this thing out, man. We know y'all been waiting for this content. Y'all been waiting for KayT to get back on the screen tonight, man. I'm really just trying to vibe out. We're gonna have the call line open after me and her do our dialogue and everything. But then we really want y'all to interact tonight. We got 55 already in the chat, y'all. I see we got 22 live on Twitter and 33 live on YouTube, which is pretty good. Monday night is usually slow. We trying to keep it. The volume is better. Okay, hold up. I could actually add some more. Honestly, let me see. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do too much. Hold on. Let me see. Cause now we should be able to. Okay, now that might be real good.
Yeah, I definitely hear it.
That might be real good. Now, what's up now? Talk to me. Oh, that's in your headphones.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Can y'all hear that now? That's real good. Okay. Yeah. See, this is why I like the whole setup. Jason Jackson coming through with the recruiting questions already. They don't. Jason, you my boy, man. I don't get into all of that extra recruiting talk because y'all been see the reason y'all come and ask me because y'all done seen it on some recruiting, some message boards that I keep telling y'all to stop wasting y'all time on. Just tune into the live. But the reason. Listen, Kaylin Edwards, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I ain't even gonna let them do me like that tonight. But welcome in tonight, y'all. Welcome in everybody in the chat. Salt and Pepper 5, K Spray, Cynthia's in the chat, Katrina's in the chat. Who you see in the chat that you want to shout out, sis?
Let's see.
Look, so hold on. If y'all hear me calling her sister today, it's a running joke. So just know I'm gonna catch a couple of looks. If y'all hear me calling her sister. It was something that happened Sunday, leaving church. And so sis is like the thing right now. I'm on my sis vibe right now. So y'all excuse the inside jokes tonight because there will be plenty. Just make sure y'all stay tuned.
I'm hear this side eye for sure.
Oh yeah, because that was funny. We might get into story time later and talk about that one. That was funny. That was funny. Yeah. But so tonight, we're gonna jump into it though. But before we get into the show tonight, something that I'm excited about, something that I know KayT is excited about, and that a lot of you that are excited about it is the Outside with Coach Smook event on September 28th, y'all. That thing is going to be such an explosion. And today we were not able to close on the collab deal. We not saying it's not done. It's just schedules got conflicted. It's some things that's still getting signed off on that. But I'm telling y'all, if this collab happens, if y'all thought the AAA posting was going to be huge, just wait until this collab happens. I'm telling y'all, this is something that we don't want to miss. It took some convincing for me to get Boss Lady to jump on because she was really set on just us doing our own thing. But then got some feedback, and I think it's gonna be a good thing for not just us, but the community, college football community, to see this type of collab between one organization that's majority Georgia fans. A lot of Georgia fans support their organization. A lot of them, the founders and the guys that own it, they're from Georgia, so they grew up Georgia fans. But they love college football. They love the tailgate scene. So, what you think about that? Like, after seeing the little videos and clips, like.
So it looks like it's gonna be a good time, but I'm shy and I don't like a lot of people. So.
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's going to be a lot of people, and like I said, I want the college football fan base on notice when it comes to the authenticity above all. The AAA community, Coach Smook Network, what we're doing. So yeah, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be up. Shout out to everybody pulling up, smoking bud. Listen, a lot of y'all missing them birth certificates now. You know what I'm saying? You can't come back around your family without knowing your name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better pick them doggone memberships back up. I want to see them birth certificates back. But if you're not a member of the AAA family and your membership may have ran out of something, this is how you join the membership. This is how you join the family and become a part of the AAA team. And we doing we got some angle issues right now, trying to get camera angles and working backstage stuff. So y'all work with us tonight. But check this out, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all, this ain't new. Is this how you become a part of the family? Go ahead and become a member. Check it out. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Appreciate y'all. What's good, caller? Look at you, girl. Look at you popping the stream off with the $10 super chat, saying, glad to see we survived this Monday. It started off trash, LOL, AAA. Oh my God. Do y'all want to take a moment and talk about it? Cause we got time tonight. We don't got time. I got chicken in the oven. We baking some chicken. Oh, update on my my weight gain journey. I got on the scale today. Kid you not. KT my witness. Did I not gain 2 pounds in a matter of like 10 hours or some crazy stuff like that?
It was 2 pounds.
It was 2 pounds. Like for real. Like your boy really trying to, like when I talked to y'all this morning, I was 177, 176-ish, right? I got on the scale, your boy 179 on that thing. Well, I was in that thing looking kind of, but nah, I'm excited. Coach Fluff, yeah, I'm changing my name, Coach Fluff. We about to fluff it on up out here. I'm gonna be out this mud. Y'all gonna be like, man, who did Coach Smook eat? But nah, but shout out to KT. Shout out to KT. She been going heavy in the gym. She ain't been training with me as much, Like she been picking her spots because we tend to like bump heads in the gym because I be pushing.
He's awful.
I just like to push people to their max potential. But shout out to her. She been grinding hard. I mean, wait till y'all see her again in person. To just slimming down, toning up the muscles. Everything's happening. So y'all join that challenge today. And like I said, we are going to open that text channel in the Discord for y'all to jump in. And what I'll do is just every day I'll post my workouts. I'll post motivational things. You got questions about fitness. You want to post your journey pictures in there. We're gonna start collabing with the community with that. But that's one of the things. But guys, I'm telling y'all, we was talking about the tailgate before the commercial, man. I'm telling y'all this. It's gonna be one to remember. It's gonna be one to remember. So let's jump into it tonight, KT. Let's jump into it. Let's talk a little bit of Alabama stuff real quick. And then once we turn over to the other sports world stuff, we'll let you take it over from there. All right? Yeah. You can take it over from there. You can take it over from there because I think you kind of transition through that whole little intermission stuff, like being able to transition through those topics real good. So yeah, and we're gonna get warmed up talking some real disrespectful stuff right now. The thing is, they're starting to put out all these preseason top 10 rankings and you know, who's top this, who's top that. And Alabama came out. First of all, shout out to preseason All-Americans. We have four players named to the preseason All-American. And if I'm not mistaken, it was not Will Riker, James Burnham, the new kicker that we just got out the portal from Wisconsin, Tyler Booker, and I don't think we had any defensive players on the preseason All-American team list.
That's interesting.
That Jalen Miro didn't make it as a preseason QB. Quinn Ewers made it. Let me go pull that list up. AAA fam, how y'all feel about that? Alabama only having 4 players named to the preseason All-American team. Like,
I think it had a little bit to do with how the season ended versus also what we expect going into the new season. So those players that, not saying that Miro hadn't been there for a while, but those players that are still trying to make a name for themselves, this is that season to do that.
Not only that, but I think I'm kind of at a alt with it. I don't like it too much. The fact that you got Damani Jackson, one of the highest graded corners out of the portal, he's on your roster. You got Keon Sabb, who's one of the highest graded corners, probably would have been a preseason second or third team at Michigan this season, right? In the Big Ten. You got him on our roster. You got Malachi Moore in the secondary. Jaden Roberts on the offensive line. Oh, Parker Brailsford was the fourth guy. So that's the fourth one. Him being a transfer. If he getting that much respect as a transfer, come to Alabama, what about the other guys that came?
But I told you that. So people are vying for that name of Alabama regardless.
Yeah.
If it's to graduate and go to the draft from there, or whether it's to transfer in or out of the portal from Alabama or to Alabama, they're vying for that name. And that's what's happening here. So he's getting that respect. Not saying that he hadn't put in the work on the field, but he's getting that respect.
And it's crazy because it's crazy because they try to play the game as if like there's no Alabama fatigue, but it's clear as day there's Alabama fatigue. Another not necessarily, I don't think the preseason All-American is the one that I get upset about. That's all of college football. I could see how that could kind of fluctuate. I'm ready to see the preseason SEC, all SEC team. That's what I'm ready to see. And I'm trying, I promise you, if there's not a Tim Keenan on that preseason All-American, all SEC, if there's not a Jalen Miro on the second team, you know, I could see them hyping up Quinn Ewers being preseason first team. Preseason second team, if Miro's not there, I'm bugging out.
Right.
If Justice Haynes not on one of them teams, I'm bugging out. If Jeremy Bernard don't make it being a highly touted transfer, I'm bugging out. Jaden Roberts, I'm bugging out. I'm telling y'all, because clearly the 4 guys that made the All-American team are going to be on first team SEC, right? But that's crazy to me. Malachi Moore?
I mean, we can make the argument that the whole first string of Alabama could be
right
All-American. We can make that argument.
Yeah. from a fan standpoint.
From a fan standpoint,
yeah. But from a realistic standpoint, I'm saying like no Tim Keener, at least third team, preseason third team, like impact player, consistent. Dang, I mean, offense is kind of hard because we lost so much production, to the portal. Guys graduating. Defense, same thing. Secondary is brand new, but you got guys like Damani Jackson, who was probably would have been preseason all-pack, even though he played on the trash USC team. So, I mean, that's one of those things you got to kind of like, you look at it and you say, like, dang, man, I'm kind of glad.
Right.
I'm kind of glad that nobody really made the preseason All-American team for real, because now more fuel to the fire.
I was gonna say it's just add more suspense to the season.
100%.
It just makes you more ready to be like, what's about to be pulled out of this bag. We see all the commits, all the recruits coming in, and something as big as we saw last week, a commitment on a tour.
Right.
So it's building all of the anticipation for the season. I'm okay with it.
Right. And somebody said, Trojan Fight said Miro over Carson Beck. Check the record, buddy. Check the record, buddy. I mean, Carson Beck played his worst game against a team that matched up against them talent for talent. Carson Beck has to show that he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country this year. Miro showed that. He led a Alabama team with a struggle. Give Jalen Miro, and this ain't no slight at any of our offensive linemen, but if you give Jalen Miro the offensive line production that Georgia had last season, we're a national championship team.
Yep.
Simple as that. With all the extra flaws around his mechanics, you look at what he was able to do. Give him the production, not give us Georgia's offensive line, but give us that production, and I guarantee you we're a national championship team.
Yep. And I want to say that Carson Beck kind of struggled a little bit early on in the season last year.
He just started off slow, but they had a run game and a defense to help him.
To be fair, so did Miro. But I feel like Miro got into his groove a little bit quicker, being off the field in what was it, the UCF game?
Yeah, USF. Yeah,
USF game. In the USF game, being pulled off that field during that game was more fuel to the fire. But I feel like it took Carson Beck a little bit longer. And their schedule, we always talk about how soft their schedule is. Their schedule last season, he had enough time and enough space in that schedule to get his groove.
Man, Carson Beck versus Georgia week 2, they lose. I mean not Carson Beck, but Carson Beck versus Texas. Georgia versus Texas.
Yeah.
Week 2, they lose. They lose. I don't care if it's at home. Texas defense had probably the most talented defense early in that season. They were just clicking at the first 4 weeks of the season. That defense was clicking. And Beck was not the Beck he was even coming into the SEC. I mean, he really didn't just go crazy last year. Teams they were supposed to beat, he put up numbers. But Missouri, Auburn, Alabama, teams that could match up with them 1-for-1. Maybe not 2-for-2 like we did, but 1-for-1 across the board, meaning our first team versus y'all first team there's no real leeway. Georgia struggled heavily and it showed. Alabama was the best defense Georgia played last year. I wouldn't say that. Missouri and Auburn played them strong. Tennessee did too. They just struggled on the offensive side.
And I think Missouri is going to be a team to watch this year.
Dark horse. I told everybody. I still
say that to this day. I think just seeing the production that they had and the productivity that they had last season, they're going to be a team to watch.
Right. And they're returning a lot of core. They don't return a lot of experience, right? Not a lot of snaps, but they return a lot of core players, meaning foundational guys who understand the culture that's being said there. So yeah. Shout out to my guy Corey P. He paid attention to the description. I threw some buzz in there about Courtney Morgan. We're gonna jump onto that subject next. It got sent to me by a trusted source. Not necessarily him going to USC, but there's been some talks about USC pursuing him as their general manager, and it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise, and we've never seen this type of media attention on general managers. We was talking about this earlier. it's funny. If y'all pay attention to the Coach Smook Network in the morning, whenever we have 8 a.m. sessions, I want y'all to start leaving my lives, right? And I want you around like 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so about 10:30, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. Start looking at a lot of Bama content that's being put out. And I'm starting to see a trend. The numbers match. I mean, I'm starting to see a trend. I'm not saying I'm responsible for it, but I'm saying a lot of conversations that we're having, especially when we have those good phone call segments, a lot of conversations that you guys are having are being talked about later in the day for night shows. So I'm just letting y'all know it ain't just me. It's y'all too. It ain't just KT. It's y'all too. Y'all really get the fan base thinking. So keep putting out good questions. But I'm gonna tell y'all, we're gonna jump into that topic. But put a banner back up. Another chart that's been put out, another rankings that's been put out is top 10s. And today I wanted to talk about the quarterback room. And let me see if I can pull it from here. I'm gonna see if I can pull this graphic from here, because Alabama's quarterback room made a top 10 list. Surprisingly, the quarterback room made a top 10 list. Surprisingly, not to me, but I would tell you right now, and we're talking about top 10 groups in college football, right? Not just in the SEC. We're talking about top 10 in college football. I would tell you right now, if I had to go from an unbiased standpoint, Alabama would definitely be top 10 right now.
Okay.
Not necessarily, not just because of Jalen Milroe, because of the whole quarterback room.
Who'd you put at number one though?
Right now, if I had to pick, because the article had somebody else. I think the article had USC. No, I can't remember. I gotta go find it. But if I had to put somebody number one right now, dang, that's a tough one. Because I'm looking at Texas quarterback room, and they got talent there. Quinn Ewers is not the best quarterback, but he's definitely top 10 in the country this year. Archie Manning showed me a lot of improvement. Y'all know I gave Archie Manning a lot of crap. He showed me a lot in that spring game. I went back and I watched it, and that wasn't no fluke, y'all. The name is starting to live true, right? Tennessee has a nice talented quarterback room. It just ain't Nico. Shoot.
I thought you were gonna say Ohio State.
No, I thought you were gonna say Ohio State. I mean, who's there? Will Rogers? Will Rogers is he's not great at all. And these Ohio State fans with this false hope in Will Rogers. Julian saying not getting no type of hype. I saw where, conflict of schemes is for him. I mean, you think, who are you? I give Georgia their respect. They got.
Hold on. I just want to. So Archie Manning. Am I tripping, or am I late to the party? Any relation to Eli?
Yeah, that's his nephew.
See, why ain't nobody tell me?
So Archie Manning. See, this is how I know she don't be listening to me. So Archie Manning is that's the oldest brothers. The one that they say should have been in the NFL. The Manning son that should have been in the NFL. I think he played wide receiver in college. Okay. I mean, in high school and college. So, but I think that's his son. That's his son. He named his son after granddad.
See, I missed the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, but what's up, Thad, in the chat, my boy chasing the bass. Well, yeah, Alabama, and I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen on this. Let me see. I'm gonna present this. Alabama pops in, and we're gonna go to this layout right here. Alabama pops in at number 5 for quarterback rankings in the country. And I want to read this. This is from PFF College Football. Shout out to them. PFF says, and they're ranked number 5. Alabama might be losing the greatest coach of all time in Nick Saban, but this team still returns a top 5 quarterback in college football. Milroe getting some respect now.
Right.
It's crazy but that's been a trend since the spring.
Yeah.
Like the spring game, people came away with just his 6 completions and saw so much, and so many of our fans. The Jalen Milroe is a big play waiting to happen with his elite tools. The redshirt sophomore ranked 2nd in the nation with 9.2% big time throw rate in 2023, and his 35 runs of 10 plus yards were the fourth most among FBS quarterbacks. Miro's 96.9 passing grade on deep throws trailed only Heisman Trophy winner Jaden Daniels. Ty Simpson, this is what I love. This is why I tell y'all, timing is everything. Understanding your worth and what you can do if you just trust the process is everything. Ty Simpson will once again serve as his backup, impressing in that role with an 83.5 grade on 93 snaps last year, especially after that horrible USF game. I mean, and it wasn't even the whole game. You could tell he got better as the game went along, but it wouldn't have been better for him against better competition. With the offensive line struggles and everything, Ole Miss game, Ty would have struggled bad. Yeah. Miro had to make a lot of improv plays that I don't think Ty Simpson was just built for yet. And I think he's learning that.
They said they can't hear me.
Yeah, we need KT's volume up a little bit. But KT need to talk in the mic.
I'm sorry, y'all.
There you go. See? Now and it's not the we gotta get the Omni one for the house. You gotta make sure you're in front of it. But it says Ty Simpson will once again serve as his backup, blah, blah, blah. He also was a 5-star recruit and the second-rate quarterback in the 2022 class. The Crimson Tide also have a pair of quarterbacks from the 23 class who were top 20 recruits at the position, and Dylan Lonergan and Washington transfer Austin Mack. I like that. I like that evaluation. I like that assessment, and to place them at number 5, that goes to tell you that there are other talented quarterback rooms. I'm actually going to pull the live up. What you think about that article? Like,
I think they spot on. But I'm looking at those grades, and I'm curious about who's ahead of us and why. I want to see the statistics. I mean, 96.9. I say that's more than passing. That's, excuse my language, but that's damn near perfect.
That's crazy on deep throws.
So who's ahead of those statistics and why? That's what I want to see.
And let me see. Let's see. Number 1, they're giving it to the Georgia Bulldogs.
I don't know if I agree with that, but okay.
They're saying that the Georgia Bulldogs, and this is what the article says. I'm gonna go back to this screen right here, and try to get it uploaded. It says the best quarterback room in college football starts with the best quarterback in college football. Carson Beck ranked 4th among FBS signal callers last year in overall grade, passing grades, and wins above average. Facts. The only 3 who were more valuable were all Heisman. Oh, okay. It makes sense. Okay. When you start lining up statistics like that and realize who left quarterbacks last year, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, Jaden Daniels.
Okay. That's fair.
Now you start removing those names and you think about last year quarterbacks who were most efficient. And it wasn't that he was great.
So I want to highlight Dwight's comment, and I agree with that. And that was my initial thought, is that we all know about one quarterback.
Nah, but this is what we keep forgetting. Jaden Rashada transferred to Georgia. I keep forgetting that, maybe because he didn't make no noise in spring ball, right? I think he came after spring ball. Georgia fans in the chat that's hiding, rubbernecking. Y'all rubbernecking. Did Jaden Rashada come after spring, or was it before? And then Gunnar Stockton was a highly touted 22 guy. Him and Dylan Lonergan, they both were kind of right around the same area as far as coming out of 22 class. But nothing proven. I think Austin Mack and Dylan Lonergan find themselves in the same spot. So if you look at production just off your first 2, I think we had the edge there. So how are they ahead of us?
I'm still not thinking number 5.
Right.
I can't get with that.
I'm not getting with Georgia number 1. So definitely top 5. Carson Beck definitely keeps you top 5. Top 3, maybe, maybe 3, number 2. But you go to Oregon. Let's see. They got Oregon at number 2. Oregon at number 2, chat.
With Bo Nix,
Bo Nix is gone, but they bring in Dylan Gabriel from Oklahoma last year. Dylan Gabriel was getting the early preseason Heisman hype, and up until that, especially after that Texas game, they gave him some hype when they upset Texas. So, what's happening, Brett? How you feeling, man? Good to see you in the chat. I don't know. Dante Moore, he's a solid QB. I don't know. Oregon's overrated to me too. They overrated to me too. They they paid Washington twice. Washington's defense is going to return a lot of key guys.
Yeah. But so who's at the top of the list for Oregon?
Dylan Gabriel, as far as their quarterback. He's the starter. And I don't think
I just don't feel like he made enough noise for that.
Yeah, me neither. And then Texas is third. I said Texas could be ahead of, hype-wise, talent-wise in that room. You got Archie Manning. Quinn Ewers is the starter. You got Archie Manning right there, who was basically the number one recruit in 23. A lot of it I thought was hype, but seeing him in that spring game, seeing how much he's grown, I like that. Who else? And then Trey Owens, another guy, sleeper, another uber athletic quarterback, powerful arm, working with one of the best offensive coordinators in the game right now, best QB developers. I think that's fair to have them in that top three. Our backup can start day one at any team. How many teams besides Texas can do that? 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, this is where the list pissed me off. We just talked about this, and I hadn't even looked at, remembered the list enough. And I'm gonna show you so you can who they got ahead of us. And this is what pisses me off, because why? Ohio State, and I'm gonna read this. As a matter of fact, screenshot it. Talk to the people about just initial thoughts before I even read it. Initial thoughts about Ohio being ahead of us. And don't be politically correct. Give some real feels, because we talk about how much we hate Ohio State all the time. So
with Ohio State, I still feel like there's just a lot of hype around Ohio State. And am I losing it? Is Bill O'Brien still there? Did he leave?
No, he's at Boston College.
Oh, that's right. He left. But there's nobody there.
Now, I'm a lot more optimistic. I'm gonna say this. I'm a lot more optimistic with Kelly being there, Chip Kelly being there. But it's still Ohio State. You're going to look great. That's still
another style of game, too. That's another conference, another style of game. It's going to be different. I don't know if we'll see the type of execution that I'm looking forward to with Chip Kelly.
Right, and Chip Kelly's going to have to play against more highly touted and talented defenses in the Big Ten. Is it still called the Big Ten now? Or what is it now?
It's still the Big Ten.
It's still the Big Ten? Okay, because I know they added more, so does it make it even though it's 14 teams, it's still Big Ten? That's crazy. How do we do that?
Right.
Why? Ohio got Will Howard, I guess. Will Howard is trash. Let me I'm not going to say he's trash. I'm sorry, Will. If you're watching this show, I have to apologize, because y'all know I'm trying to grow my network. I have to apologize, but I got to be real, too. And Will, if you know what? Bump it. Man, Will Howard, you ain't all that, bro. You ain't all that, bro. I'm telling you, Kansas State was your saving grace. The way they built that team around you, right? The way the staff used the assets around you, it's not. Wait, is it Will Howard or Will Rogers?
I don't know.
Because both of them trash. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, I thought we were gonna separate.
But nah, they both got a different level of trash. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I got the article right here. Hold on.
Don't help him, Carla. Don't help him.
Carla, it's Will Howard. It's definitely a Howard. It's terrible. He's not even a game manager. He was in a conference where 8 out of the 12 games they could run the ball 60 times.
Y'all know everybody.
Golly, man.
Will Rogers is at Washington.
Yeah. Okay, that's what now Washington with Will Rogers might be a solid squad. They
have they backfilled Coach DeBoer's position yet?
You know what? They have, and they went out and got a staff. They took a few former Alabama staff members. Washington is not going to be as bad a shape as everybody think it is just because Kalen DeBoer left. That recruiting, they did some real solid recruiting for guys that fit Washington's culture.
Right.
So when they started recruiting guys to bring to Alabama, they had to be guys that needed to fit the culture at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you saw them go and get ones and twosies from their West Coast out of the class that they had already been recruiting. So definitely, the Big Ten has evolved into the Big 18. So Jordan, is it 18 teams now? Because I think they added USC, Oregon. Did Washington get added?
They're trying to put everybody in a conference at this point because they need the check from everybody being a part of a conference. So,
hey, you know what I wanted to do, KayT? I wanted to do a live reaction to that SEC short of welcoming SEC
That
Texas
would've
and
been a
OU.
good one.
Oh man, y'all, that thing we can't do it live because I don't want to get no copyrights, but we're gonna do a live reaction. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do a edited reaction after the show tonight. We got about another hour on the show. We're gonna do a reaction after the show. We're gonna probably get, y'all see she got her evening wine too, y'all. Y'all see she got her evening wine. That's why she chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. And let me also say, I know that this is white wine and it's in a stemless glass, but I am actually a wine drinker and I'm aware that this does not go in a stemless glass. So stay off my neck. I know.
No, she didn't, y'all. Not the etiquette check. The etiquette check.
Don't come for me. I know it's supposed to go in a stem glass.
It's supposed to be that's G11 classified. You see, they know a little something.
Not G11.
G14 classified Friday night. We coming hard, y'all. We coming heavy. Pause. We're not doing that.
Oh.
We're not doing any of that. We're not. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. That's chilling with us, man. We got 157 total watching. 157 total. We got 58 on YouTube, 99 on Twitter. If you're on Twitter right now, I want you to pull up on the YouTube side, drop a comment, drop a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, y'all. It's going to be a crazy month of July because there's nothing but speculation and what ifs. A lot of debate. But this is who they had in front of Alabama, y'all. This is who they had in front of Alabama on this top 10. And we're gonna get into this topic more. This is something that we could talk about every day. Today we'll just do quarterback. But they got Ohio State at number 4 in front of us. And the article says, Marquita, if you could take that top 10 banner down for me. It says, while the Buckeyes don't have a proven star under center like the schools above them, or even directly below them on this list, then how they go above everybody? Let's keep reading before I start jumping to the conclusion, because it might
be more detail in there.
So the writer of this article is, I respect his work like over on Twitter. He does a lot of work on Twitter. I forget the gentleman's name, but he works with PFF, Power Rankings. And when he does his write-ups on teams, it has some solid backing. So I'm optimistic to see what he says. He says, while the Buckeyes don't have the star in the center, lacking intriguing options. Will Howard transferred from Kansas State and is projected to be Ohio State's new starter. His 5% big time throw rate since 2022 ranks 5th among Big 12 quarterbacks, and he is 3rd in that same group. That's Big 12 quarterbacks. Okay, so you're talking about the old Texas, like you're talking about Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma, that's not impressive. Big 12 defense is garbage. And he is the 3rd in that same group with the 12 rushing touchdowns over that span. But once again, Big 12 defense is trash. Statistically, as a conference, some of the worst defenses in the nation. The players behind him on the depth chart are unproven but very talented. Devin Brown, overrated. Saw him struggle last year. And he was a 5-star recruit. Definitely overrated. Julian Sayin, not overrated, just going to take some time to develop. And I think the guy Nolan, is another former 5-star and 8th overall in the 2024 cycle. Like saying, Air Nolan is also an incoming true freshman who has a top 5 quarterback, who was a top 5 quarterback recruit in 2024. Lincoln Canholz rounds out the room and was one of the 15 best quarterback recruits in the 2023 class. So they basically got a 5-man competition, sound like.
So here's where I'm confused about. It sounds like we're ranking QB1s and not quarterback rooms.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it sounds like to me, because the first one of the, and all respect to the guy who wrote this, but if we're talking about people in the quarterback room that have not been proven yet, you said it. How is that contributing to the rankings of a quarterback room when they have not been proven?
It's crazy because
Ty Simpson has been proven.
And not necessarily been proven, but we've been able to see what he can do on the field at the collegiate level. And anybody watching him says he can possibly go and compete for a starting job at any other SEC school in the conference. So just imagine what he would do at like ACC. I'm telling you, I would hate for Ty Simpson to leave and go to UCF with Gus Malzahn.
I was gonna say, I mean, he would take Florida by storm.
Imagine if he was at Florida this season. That Florida it's a different team.
They would shake the table.
You look at the quarterback room at Florida. They got DJ Lagway, a highly touted guy, just a true freshman. Probably not going to give you what he should or what was expected. I think Lagway is a sophomore. Time running by so fast. Right. Let me know, is DJ Lagway a true freshman? Did he just come in this class? Did Ty Simpson or Buckner? It was Ty Simpson. I think they gave it to Simpson.
Yeah.
I think they gave it to Simpson. Buckner, ain't Buckner playing wide receiver in some JUCO or something now?
I thought he was playing cricket.
Nah, he just won a national championship in lacrosse.
Oh, is it
lacrosse with Notre Dame? But I think he's playing like wide receiver somewhere right now.
Interesting.
Lagway is a true freshman. Okay, so it was this class.
Okay, I'm coming through with the facts.
You guys bringing in the SMU flip. The writing is on the wall already for Simpson. Hey, it is what it is, but we talking about top 10 rooms for now. We talking about top 10 rooms, and I don't think the writing on the wall for Simpson. I don't think the writing on the wall. I think Russell gonna come in and push that boy. He gonna start. I think the writing might be on the wall for maybe a Austin Mack or Dylan Lonergan.
Absolutely.
And that's not a slight at those guys, and I support these guys heavily. But I'm telling y'all, Keelan Russell is the next one, and we're gonna talk about that tomorrow because we got some special stuff coming up tomorrow. Y'all might see KT 2 days in a row. Look, I just put it on the spot. Piano Man said, just my opinion. Michigan respected Milroe's ability to extend the play. Our OC and weak O-line were not consistent in helping Milroe. This is why we are ranked below the others. But, Piano Man, I agree with you 100%. Other than the fact, if that's the case for Milroe, then what about Rodgers, who struggled behind Kansas State offensive line? Then Ohio State didn't have the most complete offensive unit last year, and their quarterback play last year was horrible because of their offensive line. Maryland should have beat Ohio State. They literally gave Ohio State the game in the fourth quarter. They gave it to them. Sorry, y'all. We didn't mean to try to beat y'all. That's what they did.
My bad.
I'm telling y'all, that's literally what they did. So, I told you, Buckner playing wide receiver at Notre Dame. That boy about to be out there. Now, what if Buckner go out there and be a Biletnikoff? Imagine Tyler Buckner being a Biletnikoff candidate, y'all. But yeah, that's who they have in front of Alabama. I don't really too much, care to get into the rest of it because it really just pissed me off to see Ohio State in front of Alabama as far as a top 10 QB room. If it would have been top 10 QBs, you got your argument with having Will in that top 10. You got your argument, right? Experience, Kansas State, successful program while he was a quarterback. Wasn't necessarily one of the best quarterbacks, just was a solid game manager. Made some big plays in bowl games. Never showed up against big competition though. Kansas was their last big win, I think. They should have won. They should have won against Kansas, not Kansas, but they should have won against Texas. They should have beat Texas. Florida too high at 7, Trojan fight. Facts. Like who in God's okay. We're gonna leave it alone. So
off the deep end.
I mean, just come on, man. So to kind of transition, do we have our sports news banner up there back there, Marquita? Shout out to Marquita in the back, man, doing her thing once again as always, man. Look, I need my fellas to reach out, man. We got to get some more fellas on the staff to get actively engaged with the growth of this network because there's a lot of girl power out here. We got Cindy out here making the connects with the Bama parents and recruits parents. Shout out. I mean, going hard. I can't tell you how many messages I done got, Cindy, from these Bama moms. Cindy told me to reach out to you. She been hitting me up, and she and when you talk to Cindy if you ever talk to Cindy in person or on the phone, you can't hang up on Cindy. You're always interested in what she might be saying, like what she might have to say next.
And let me say, Cindy sound like a warm hug, y'all.
All the time, even when she talking even when she expressing her disconcern, her concerns or her dislike for something, it's like she's like, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust that summer girl in there. and I just feel like I can trust her all the time. So shout out to Cindy. Uncle Jay out here. Yeah, keep him in your prayers. Uncle Jay been having headaches and stuff, problems with his eyesight. Definitely prayers up for Uncle Jay, man. Y'all know I love my Uncle Jay, y'all. That's my uncle for real, man. That's blood couldn't make us no closer. Blood could make us no closer. So y'all keep him in y'all prayers. But yeah, what else? Is the whole team going crazy? JB, Bino, Quaisha, Carla stepping into her role, doing more with the family. Brittany, Gary, Crimson Blood 22, the whole moderator, Piano Man, everybody stepping up. Everybody stepping up. This is a big family network, and because we sharing, we using teamwork as our head as far as our growth. It don't feel like it's a strain. It just feel natural. It feel like we doing what we doing by representing the family. But I'm gonna kind of hand it over to KT real quick because I need to go get my cup that I left downstairs, and I realized I left it downstairs. And I don't know how we're gonna do this. Maybe I'm gonna just let her sit right here and host the show for a second while I step away. But we're gonna get into some sports news. You know what you want to talk about, right?
I do not.
Just kind of dialogue with the people.
I'm just winging it like I need help.
Nah, wing it. Hey, y'all, talk to KT, talk about sports. Listen, I'm gonna lead her off with this. NBA free agency. Paul George went to the Sixers. Who else, man? The Mavs picked up Klay Thompson. Come on, man. Like, the world is changing. Are we? You know what? We're getting old. That's what it is.
Are we?
We're getting old.
You're getting old.
The late 80s and 90s kids, we're getting old. And for all y'all that's been talking about us youngins, we young, y'all are getting older. Just face it. It's happening. I'm setting this up for KT. She gonna have to deal with this. I'll be back. Here, you can have the headphones and everything. I'm gonna walk that way. I'm gonna walk that way. You walk that way. Here, and look, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna single screen it like this so you can have it. Y'all talk to KT. I'll be back. I'm jealous. Talk to KT.
Well, first of all, y'all, I got my Hoochie Mama shorts on, so don't judge me. What's that, Trina? Smook is implying what is that? A dinosaur? Oh, oh, Reese for Rookie of the Year. Absolutely. Y'all know I'm a big advocate for Angel Reese, and I hate this camera. I'm so sorry. But I'm a big advocate for Angel Reese. I love who she is on and off the court. Like I said, I think the last time I was on, we talked about just how she's playing the game. She is being a media personality, but she's also showing up on the court every single night. Even if they're not pulling off the win, she is pulling up every single night, and she's getting her double-double. What is it, 10 consecutive double-doubles for a rookie now? Like you said, the way her stats show it. Every night, she's putting up, I mean, she's getting into the 20s now with her points. And then, I mean, not only is she just a offensive player, she's a defensive player. And I love that for her. And that's the gripe that I've had with Caitlin Clark. I love who she is as a player, but she just, I hate to say it, she just don't have that dog in her. She doesn't. Like, I mean, and again, I don't want to take anything away from Caitlin Clark. I love who she is on the court. I love who she is off. However, she is, in my opinion, boring to watch. I mean, anybody else think that? I think she's boring to watch. I mean, it really just looked like a pickup game at your local park. Like, she doesn't give me anything. Sydney said, "Are you a Braves fan, KayT?" Absolutely. I've been a Braves fan since I was a little girl when they played at what's the stadium that is now Georgia State? Somebody help me. What's the stadium that the Braves used to play at? Turner Field.
Turner Field, yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't say that. But yeah, I've been a Brave since then. And I grew up watching Chipper Jones, like all of the old school. Yeah. And it's really sad to see Ronald Acuna out with the, what is it, a hamstring?
Yeah.
Or no, it's an ACL tear. Well, your lovely host is back. I'm going to get up. And he did not bring my wine. So
Oh, wait.
don't forget the Chardonnay. That's a part of the stream. Who said she's Larry Bird? Who we talking about? Angel Reese again? Yes, if we talking about the trash talking, she is absolutely Larry Bird because she gonna back it up every single time. In the words of Piano Man, she gonna say what she gotta say, but she also gonna show up on that court too. So, you think they'll be able to overcome all the injuries? Are we still talking about the Braves? Because, in my opinion, not this season. You got too many of your best hitters out right now and your best runners. We're gonna transition real quick and then we can continue that conversation.
They're talking about the Braves?
Yeah, we're talking about
Man, them tomahawks broke right now. They hurting, man. They hurting.
I'm sweaty.
We back, y'all. I had to go get me some juice or something, y'all. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
I was sweating my little edges up.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to go get some juice or something because I was been eating all day. I ain't been able to I ain't been taking in another water. I ain't had enough water intake. I just been eating. But yeah, the Braves.
Who said it's all about the Yankees? It is absolutely.
Oh, no way. No way. Listen, I don't do no New York teams, y'all. Just like personally, I out of
Actually, my dad is a Mets fan. So.
And y'all are Jets fans too.
We are Jets fans.
That's crazy. How do you? Okay, I'm not gonna say how, but of all NFL teams, with Alabama having Alabama roots, and let's talk about this. We can talk about this. Let's get a debate going in the chat right now. Let's get a conversation going, and then we're gonna open the phone lines up. Let's talk about NFL teams. Let's talk about NFL. Not just NFL teams. Let's talk about pro teams. Your choice in pro teams. What led to your choice to be a Jets fan?
I mean, well, Dad is from North Jersey, so that's the stadium is in Jersey. Even though there's a Jets, the stadium is in Jersey. Grew up down the street. We have been Jets fans as far as I know. My daddy in 32 years. We've been Jets fans. It's not been any other team, any other conversation. It's gonna be a Jets fan, period.
I don't know. I couldn't subject myself to saying that I'm a Jets fan.
I take pride in it because I like being the different one.
Right. Hold up. I'm trying to turn you. Oh, I forgot that we got the whole new camera setup. Yeah. Yo, we got a fire little setup for it though. It's on fire. Hold on. There you go. That's better.
And I can turn it a little bit too.
All right. And then I'm gonna let the mic up a little bit more. Look at us. Hey, we about to have this thing set up, y'all. Just watch. We gonna have this thing set up. Y'all gonna be like, they look like they in the studio. And y'all know, with everything, it's a due process. And we actually been looking at properties in Alabama, y'all, surrounding Tuscaloosa, because we have a vision for Coach Smook Network, and we want to be able to do this where, Marquita not too far from Tuscaloosa. 2 or 3 nights out the week, she can actually, when she get off, come chill at the workhouse and produce at the workhouse. Be in studio. Go out there, you know what I'm saying? Like family in the area, just come in and come to the workhouse and help produce the show. If we have an event that night, it's going to be a lot of stuff going on with Coach Smook Network over the next 6 months or so. And I'm really looking forward to providing opportunities for people that really support the network and what's happening and the vision that's happening. But
I don't mean to cut you off, but I just got to get on Antoine's head.
Go ahead, get on.
What player in modern era could make anyone like the Jets? You know what? I grew up on QBs, so Chad Pennington.
I hate him. Overrated.
Mark Sanchez. I grew up
trash.
That's when I had real cognition about football.
Trash.
And so that's who I remember when I was being drilled with. You're gonna be a Jets fan.
I remember.
So I'm on your head.
Was it Chad Pennington?
Yes.
Chad Pennington. I remember when he was. Now when they had went and got Vic, I ain't gonna lie, cause I love Vic. You know what I'm saying? I love Vic. But Joe Namath was the last great Jet quarterback.
I was gonna say Trojan fight.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Yeah.
Hence.
I mean,
Aaron Rodgers.
and Aaron Rodgers, you was wearing that shirt the other day. I was like, that's an ugly shirt. That don't even look right. His name on a Jets jersey doesn't even look right. After all you did for Green Bay. I mean, I don't know if you thought you was gonna have the Brady effect and go to New York and the Jets, and nah, bro, it don't work like that.
I'm actually curious to see what the the level of determination for this new season, knowing that he only has one more year in his contract.
Piano Man, I don't even like the fact that Quentin Williams on the roster. I don't even like that. I don't like it. I hate it for him.
Quentin Williams, you got Sauce Gardner.
Once you put them in that little dirty green, look, yeah. So that green, the new green that they wear now, y'all know they changed their shade of green, like their shade of green for the Jets. That new green is worse than the old green.
It's not.
It is. It's definitely terrible.
It's not.
It's worse than this green screen. I wish they could see how
chrome green.
That thing is ugly.
Fire.
That thing is ugly. Anyway, I'm a Falcons fan, and I know I don't have much room to talk, but at least our colors are fire. Red, white, and black. That's like you. So you telling me you rather walk out in some green and white than red, white, and black?
Absolutely. Green and black.
What?
Green and black.
It ain't even green and black. It's green and white. First of all, green, white, and gray. For y'all to be honest, don't green, white, and gray. And the new Jets unicolors are better. They ugly. They ugly, Davin. Don't lie to yourself. I can't ever.
You're not lying. Very much telling the truth.
Now. I will say this: if I'm having to pick between the Jets and the Giants, I'm definitely picking the Giants. Right? Dirty birds in this thing. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't no.
Listen,
let me reel my.
Can I do my Falcons rant?
Please no. Okay.
I'm gonna go 2 seconds, y'all. 2 seconds. Not even. It ain't even gonna be 2. It's gonna be like.
Not who that.
37 seconds.
We got the Saints in here. The Aints, exactly.
The
That's the one. The Aints.
Anytime you lose to my Falcons, if you can find a way to lose to my Falcons these past 3 seasons, your team just don't deserve to be in the league. But what I was about to say, my problem with the Falcons is not necessarily the players; it's that front office. First of all, decisions have been made for like 5-6 years in the draft that just don't make sense. The running back picks, I like them. I liked all the running back picks of the last few years. Where we got Kyle Pitts said, I think we gambled for that, but I think we have yet to really pay attention to what's really on our roster. But yeah, I said I think when they drafted Penix, I think somehow or another that they did some type of ritual to apologize to Michael Vick when they drafted Penix, because there's no way you go out and you secure Cousins. I need that button closer because I'm about to I listen.
It's the mentorship.
Exactly,
it's
that
the
part.
Mentorship program.
Yo, Dre, what's good, Dre? How you? Hey, welcome in. We done just turned this into the conversation night, which is cool. But it's you don't pay $150 million for mentorship.
You do if you're Atlanta.
That's crazy.
And that's what they did. And I mean, we didn't pay $150 million for it, but we got pretty close. We got $69 million. It's a mentorship just to release Zach Wilson.
I mean, but you got Aaron Rodgers. Over his career, he's way more proven than.
He's also 40.
But a 40-year, contrary to popular belief, I'm taking a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers over a doggone 19-year-old Kirk Cousins. I'm not Kirk Cousins.
Not
Is that
19.
his name?
Not 19. No.
What? Who's the quarterback that we got now? Is it Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. He said
Jesus.
19.
Yes, I'm taking for real. He ain't never like. And people say, "Oh, he did this with Minnesota." Scheme. What's the boy with no eyebrows? Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs.
I said no eyebrows. I'm sorry, y'all.
You going to hell?
I am. Marquita, stop. Look. I'm sorry.
I knew he was gonna say it, and I was trying to say his name before it got there, and then I was too late. So
I'm sorry.
He had to commit at that point.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like, and that was the thing when he was at Georgia. I mean, at Tennessee in college. I said, so many people they was like, you don't know if he happy or if he confused or what. It was. I mean, and he got my boy. Shout out to him because he's real big on. He's real lighthearted on the jokes. I will say that
Yeah, I don't think it bothers him.
It doesn't bother him, and I'm not doing it to take no shots at him. It's just fact. He's a Tennessee quarterback, and he got slighted like most quarterbacks do in the league, man. And I ain't gonna just make it about race. It's a lot of quarterbacks that are sitting and they go out and they win. They hold the team. They keep the team afloat with less preparation time, less, attention, and they go out there and they get overlooked. I seen it happen with my own cousin, Tavares Jackson, when he was at Minnesota.
And I'm actually really excited for him this season. But what was he, third string?
Yeah.
Third string, and come in and make that kind of adjustment the way he did.
Right.
He was not seeing the field at all, but he showed up.
Right.
And I think he's out of, not Atlanta, but he's out of like Alpharetta.
Yeah, he right outside Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because everybody's trying to figure out how Georgia missed out on recruiting him. Georgia's never been able to recruit their
He was small.
Yep.
He was small. And that's exactly why he went completely off the radar. But when his card was pulled, he showed up last season.
Right. And Greg Coffey says he can't believe that Dobbs has made it this long in the NFL. He was trash at Tennessee. That was more a system thing, Greg. You got to think Tennessee was in shambles during that time he was there. I think Pruitt was still his head coach. Like that Tennessee was not focused on having any quality development at their university. They were just worried about keeping their accreditation. You know what I'm saying? What Antoine talking about? Katrina had everything to do with that. So facts. Them Saints, yes. And you know what's sad? It's the truth. It's the truth. Drew Brees will tell you that Katrina event had everything to do. And the NFL knew that they owed it to the Saints. They knew that they owed it to the Saints. Yeah.
I think it definitely helped the city out for sure.
Oh yeah,
bringing that there.
Yeah. But back to the NFL teams. What teams we got? We got Saints in the chat. We got let's open the phone lines.
I seen a few Steelers in there.
Let's open the phone lines. Let's see. I'm about to open the phone lines. Marquita, you go ahead and prep the banner. She man, Marquita really be working, bro.
You don't have to tell Marquita nothing.
I know. I really don't. I just need to just keep talking. She be on it.
With her Sonic cup in the back.
You got some Sonic ice? You got some Sonic ice?
Good ice.
That's like, listen, Buc-ee's, Sonics, or Buc-ee's or Sonic? Which ice you getting?
Sonic all day.
Sonic or Buc-ee's in the chat right now. I don't want to see nothing else. Change the comments. We're gonna get to the NFL stuff. Buc-ee's or Sonic? See if you can get a banner up there like that.
Everybody ain't close to a Buc-ee's. I promise you, it's about to be Sonic.
You right. Or chip ice or that Sonic ice.
Sonic ice, top tier. Thank you very much.
Sonic, y'all better. Hey, y'all. Sonic ice is definitely there.
Sonic ice. All
right, so
top tier.
Let's talk about it for a hot second. So when I was in college, right?
Bro, we bought a whole bag of Sonic ice.
Listen,
you're not gonna tell me that it's Buc-ee's over Sonic. Come on.
I said Sonic. I'm gonna always ride with Sonic.
Okay. All right, I'll let you have
it. Our church used to go after church, and we used to get Sonic ice for our after church events. Not her up here pouring this wine like auntie now.
But I'm gonna get up and do what I gotta do in the morning.
We hitting that gym. You know that's doggone right. We've been going crazy in that gym. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, if y'all aren't a part of the Discord, jump in the Discord. I'm going to start that channel tonight. I promise y'all. I'm going to jump in it. And even Marquita, she was telling me about her gym, her fitness journey she been on and how consistent she's been. Like, I'm telling y'all better not show up September with no excuses.
My back going to be big. And that's not because I'm going to be eating cheeseburgers.
Right. We get swollen out here, bro. We get... But yeah, Sonic ice over any ice. But when I was in college, it was a thing not to just get the bags, but 18, 19 years old, you can't go and buy no bottle, right? But every party you went to, it's gonna be some liquor. My thing was I didn't trust everybody ice. So before every party,
and if the ice stink, don't drink it.
Not even if this place, if you step in there and it stink, it don't just smell like dance sweat. It smell like people don't clean their house sweat all the time.
Dance sweat.
Come on, y'all know. Listen, all y'all 80s, 90s kids, early 2000s, somewhat. Y'all know what them dance parties used to smell like. House Party, the movie. Y'all know what them parties used to smell like. I don't care where you from. You could be from the boonies. You can be out there in the sticks when y'all used to get together for bonfires and all that stuff. You know how a good bonfire was supposed to smell. You knew what stuff was supposed to look like. So I learned quick in college. I would go to Sonic and I would get the doggone cup of Sonic ice and we'll just kind of just make it do what it do the whole night. However many drinks that cup. And sometimes I wasn't I wasn't the best drinker. I was just the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like I could drink whatever. It would be sometimes things would never get fully drunk out of that cup. You know what I'm saying? But that ice lasted all night.
Because you was using stank ice.
Nah. The thing was, it's just like you don't care at that age. You get what you get. You know what I'm saying?
I always cared. I don't know about you.
I didn't care if they said it was liquor. I was drinking it. That was me, and didn't care. It didn't care. What was the one you used for Everclear? I was
hot hair grease and worn down deodorant.
Man, listen, right, Antoine? Tell him. We got Twan and Sean in here. We got him acting up.
Twan and
Coach
Sean.
Carl Taylor. Go to Coach Carl Taylor comment. He says Sonic good quality, not good anymore. The ice is good. The ice is still Sonic
they never
ice.
Switched up on the ice.
Yeah, that's one thing. If they just started, I guarantee if Sonic just became an ice distribution company,
fire. It's only up from here.
If that happens, y'all make sure they give us our percent. We want 1% of that. That's 1%.
This is not sponsored by Sonic.
This is not. But yeah, that's the debate there. But what other topics did you jump into NBA talk yet?
We did not get into NBA talk.
Let's talk about it.
Like 25 seconds, but you were about to open the phone.
Yeah, I was. I'm going to after we talk NBA talk because we're going to be able to combine all the pro stuff.
Can we talk about the Olympics real quick?
Go ahead. Let's do that because I do want to bring up the article. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I want to talk about the Olympics. I want to go to Simone Biles.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, to hear someone say she's the oldest gymnast to go as a highly decorated Olympian, and when they say old, this is gymnastics old. This is Olympic old. 27 years old. Still in pristine shape. I think she did a vault and she fell in one of her vaults and still came out as a silver medalist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is athleticism beyond belief. Like, this girl cannot be stopped. But if you look back at her old clips from when she was 16, she just gets better with time. Anytime you have a move named after you, she has the Biles 1 and the Biles 2. It sounds awful because of her last name.
Yeah.
She has the Biles 1 and 2. But when you have moves made after you, it's because nobody else has done it. And you have created a new rule and a new space for the sport. This girl's 27, changing the sport for good.
And that's the thing. She's consistently working her craft, but not in the aspect of just wanting to be the best in gymnastics. She wants to be an athlete. Like, she wants to be recognized as an athlete. I love that about her because I have a daughter. You know, and KayT, you got to meet Mari. You remember, my baby doing them cartwheels and trusting me to just throw her around, and she has this aspiration of doing gymnastics because of athletes like Simone Biles. Athletes like, what was the other girl name I said? Gabby Douglas. My daughter loves, and and a lot has to do with the Black Girl Magic movement. My daughter was definitely born early when that whole thing started real heavy. That's when my daughter came around. So she was kind of brought up in that. That's when a lot of the dolls started changing. The complexion of the dolls started changing. They started bringing more awareness to that, right? So to have athletes like Simone to continue to do it, she's starting to shape her career and her legacy to be somewhat of like Serena Williams.
So do you think this is her last Olympic?
27 in gymnastics. That's up there.
That's
now.
Very young, but very old in gymnastics.
Gymnastics is different because you're doing competitive gymnastics from like age 11. You get what I'm saying? 27 is prime age in the NFL. How she old? But it's different. It's a different tone
because wear and tear on your body.
It's a year-long thing for gymnastics. They compete throughout the year, especially at the professional level. It's way more travel. It's a lot less exposure, a lot more movement if you want to do it on the professional level. So I'm not gonna downplay it. NFL, you get your time off. You get rehab. If Simone misses a meet or a gymnastic meet, isn't that what they call it, a match, or is it a meet? If she misses a meet, she don't get paid. NFL players, they miss a game, they still get paid. They just gotta show up the treatment. They gotta make travel. They gotta do this. Like, they still get paid. So yeah. What's that? Does Bob's boyfriend go to Auburn to play at Auburn? I think so.
Well, her husband plays for Green Bay.
But he went. Didn't he go to Auburn?
I don't know. I think
he went.
Maybe.
I think he went
that
to
might
Auburn.
sound right.
Because this woman, Simone, had the nerve to wear some Auburn gear last year during the Iron Bowl.
You know what? You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
He definitely played at Auburn, or he went to Auburn. He played at Auburn clearly if he in the NFL now.
Yeah.
But he definitely played at Auburn because this woman had the nerve to have him on some Auburn gear.
Well, that was her man. I mean, what we talking about here?
Bump that. You don't wear no Auburn gear. You represent America. You represent America, and you gonna put on some Auburn gear?
She got that man.
Nah. Hey, my boy.
Speaking of the Packers, Jordan Love.
Oh.
Jordan Love. I was a big fan of him very early on in the season last year, and to see his development throughout the season, I was very proud. Playoffs. I mean, that kid is going places.
My thing is always, and this is what the NFL does to you. You'll have a quarterback like Bryce Young who will struggle his first year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody expects him to struggle his second year. And that first year struggling helps him because he's forced out there into a starting role. Boom. Now he comes into the second year with a little bit more experience, understanding the speed of the game, understanding what he has to work with, how he can adjust his game, watch his film differently. A kid like Jordan Love who came in last year, right? Not the same situation because he wasn't the starter at the beginning of the year.
No, but
you come in, you catch the league by surprise with your performance. So it's hard to adjust for that. They don't know what to expect from you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
laughing at Marquita.
Yeah, I see it coming now. But I look at his development. I'm not sold on him yet. I'm like Marquita. I'm not sold on him yet because
I'm sold.
I feel like he gets that surprise effect like Johnny Manziel did to everybody his first year starting. He did. Johnny Manziel did it. He win a few games and it was like, oh yeah, Johnny. But now you gave him that second year where people can prepare for him. Couldn't do nothing. You showed your hand. Jordan Love showed his hand last year.
I don't think so.
He did.
I don't agree with that.
Now, I want to see him continue to improve because there was a lot of spots. As good as he played last year, there was a lot of spots where it was just luck of the draw for him. A lot of plays, a lot of passes, a lot of tip passes. That Green Bay was Tip City last year.
I think he played really well last year.
Composure, he held his composure, but performance.
And that might be why I like him.
Yeah.
Because he never folded.
Because Carl Taylor hit it right on the spot. He said the 1 year wonder hit, he may be good, but I'm not sure. Exactly. I think he just caught the league by surprise. What's up, Cole? Twin in the build.
Hey, Nicole.
Twin, I got biceps.
Can you not get in my camera?
Hold on, I got to show Twin biceps real quick.
She don't care.
Yes, she do. Twin be hyping me up when I be in the gym.
Nicole, let him know that you do not care.
Tell her. Twin be hyping me up in the gym. That my twin. Twin, when you get in the gym, make sure you post all your videos because I'm gonna hype you up just like you hype me up, Twin. For real. There she go. Twin be hyping me up, bro.
There she go with the gas.
Look, that's what I said. She go all that's my dog. Hey, so this
Sean.
Yeah, look, see, I knew he was gonna say something. So this is funny, y'all.
Not too far.
And I love this family because we can do this on our show. Bowling night, man. So Nicole showed up after everybody. It was like we had already bowled the first game. Everybody, majority had bowled. Man, when she showed up, you would have thought me and Nicole had known each other for years. Like every time I bowl a good bowl, she was the one dapped me up first. Everybody else talking trash because I like talking trash. She get out of my boy Smook, get out of my brother Smook. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, we've been locked in, man. Hung out a little bit afterwards with the squad. It was fun. That was the whole episode.
You keep bumping into my camera.
I'm sorry.
Stay over there, okay?
I'm gonna need you. Listen, we're gonna have to set this up to where we gotta get KT her own green screen so she can have her own mic. I want this sound to be quality because she really have her own little space vibe. Like, and I'm not joking.
Always.
She has her own space vibe. So like, I like giving her that space. When we did our stream out there at our friend's house, when we was out there in the country, her space just to work in that space, even though we was sharing the camera, it made it a different vibe. So I can definitely tell the difference with tonight. What up, nephew and KT? What's up, Triple A fam? Uncle Jay. We
just talked about you.
Tell him.
Glad to see you.
Tell him. We was literally talking about you earlier. You know, praying for you. We know everything going on with the eyes and everything, but the family. Well, you know, we know you don't like nobody feeling sorry for you. We ain't feeling sorry for you. We believe for the right report. We believing for the healing. You know what I'm saying? We praying for you, because you don't need to be missing September 28th or any time. You don't need to be. We need you right here. You know what I'm saying? President, tell him.
Exactly, president of the AAA.
I like that. Y'all better recognize and y'all better remember Uncle Jay, the president of the AAA. President of the AAA, y'all. Yes. And don't forget Auntie Janet too, man. Make sure y'all checking on Auntie Janet, y'all. Make sure y'all go and chop it up with her. She dealing with life, you know, business picking up for her. And so she get hella busy. And
we all dealing with life. So just be kind to one another, whatever you're going through.
Can we get off of sports for a second? Monday was a Monday. Y'all. I'm gonna say mine real quick, then we'll talk about some of y'all's. The internet going out on the first show. That hurt me. Cause y'all know me. I'm all about delivery and everything, energy. That almost took it out of me, but y'all encouraged me. I appreciate y'all. But then it messed up KT's meter. And then it messed up, you know, how I was able to do my editing today. I'm thinking I could go in here edit. I can't download that without the internet. So I'm just sitting around. And it ended up turning around when I just finally sat outside and I kind of just closed my eyes. It was a nice breeze, as hot as it was. A breeze finally came by. I just kind of closed my eyes and I sat there and I was like, okay, what's really happening? And I want to encourage y'all, man, when stuff like that happens, when it seems like everything around you shutting down, Rico, it's part of the process, because God really wants you to hear something. And literally today was the best day after all of that happened. Monday turned around to be the best day, and it felt like I worked all day. Like my body was tired. I fell asleep on the couch, didn't even know it. Woke up to, it's your turn to cook type energy. Wasn't I'm sorry. I ain't throwing no shots. I'm just saying that's what was told to me fresh out my sleep. It's your turn to cook. So but yeah, what about your Monday?
I mean, my Monday was definitely a Monday.
Talk about it.
Like you said, I mean, so my meeting, I was supposed to be presenting, and here I was trying to present without my 3 screens on just my little laptop in a Starbucks that was super loud. So it was something that I wasn't prepared for. But what could I do besides keep it moving?
Right.
Nobody cared that I didn't have internet. They just know they needed information out of me. So.
And not only that, it ain't even about just delivering on that part. It's about sticking to the process. You know, like we woke up this morning with an agenda. I got over here. I said, hey, this is what we got to do today. Boom. Got here and we stuck to it no matter what. For the first time in some weeks, I felt myself actually commit to something, to the process throughout the day and complete everything I set my mind to do. And when you do that, I'm telling y'all, man, you will see crazy results on the back end.
And we actually got up earlier than we ever do.
Yeah.
We got up at like 4:30.
I woke up and I was like, literally knocking on the door at 4:30. And it was time to go, y'all. So, stick with the process, y'all. The show was still good, smooth. Sometimes things happen, you adjusted, and great job. Appreciate that, Greg. And you know what? Like I said, I appreciate all the feedback, y'all. Y'all make this feel like it's such a good thing. I'm the hardest critic on my show. KT will sit there and we'll start. I'll watch the intro. I'll probably get 3 minutes into me talking in the intro, and I'll change it. I'll turn it off. And she gets mad because she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I just can't stand it. It's like, he's good. And one day I actually sat there and I watched the show, y'all. I was like, oh my God. It almost do feel like I'm watching Club Shay Shay or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to all those mentors that I have that's helping me develop this. If y'all ever see my brother Curtis Jennings in the chat, that's my mentor. That's my business mentor. And he's very well versed in the news reporting industry, been a part of some of the major news outlet. So him taking time out of his mornings every morning to help me get motivated to come on this show is huge. And y'all gonna see him on the show soon. He's a diehard Bama fan. Him and the group of the network that we're part of, they're all diehard fans. Good stuff. I'm late. Did you talk about Courtney? Not yet. I'm about to though. I'm about to.
Just one more thing about Curtis. He wasn't even talking to me, and he encouraged me. So, like, if you see him in the chat, show him some love. He is an amazing guy, super impactful, super inspirational. Love him. Haven't met him yet, but like I said, 5 seconds of just overhearing a conversation. He's that guy.
And he's going to be one of the guys I bring to our network as far as you guys who have businesses, you guys who want to jump into the whole content creation thing. We're going to set up a mentorship program, and we're not going to be charging no buku amount of money to be in it. But we're going to help people get set up for what we're trying to do here. But it's finally here. Let's get into the phone lines. We've been live. I like to do it. We're right at that time frame. Another 30, 45 minutes. We're going to be live. So call-in segment is now started. Call in.
I need to slide out for like 2 seconds.
Go ahead. Do your thing. I'm going to let you slide. And I'll take the call-ins. For a second. And then when KT come back, we'll I took it out. Yeah. Go check it out. Yeah, calling line is now open. 334-625-1121. Got our first caller, 256 on the line.
Greg Coffee, put me in the game, coach.
Okay.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Yo, Greg, you on the line with Coach Smook. How you feeling tonight, my boy?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me good?
Yep, I can hear you just fine.
Awesome. I can hear you. Chat, can y'all hear him? Marquita, you got him back there? You usually can tell me. Okay, yeah, she said she got you. All right, Greg, you on the line tonight, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing good. Still rehabbing the old knee. It's getting better. Got to go to therapy tomorrow, but just been watching YouTube and reading and doing all things Alabama and other things. Just had a pretty good day.
That's what's up, man. That's good to hear. I know how that knee surgery stuff is, man. That post knee surgery lifestyle or any major surgery that demobilizes you and forces you to depend on people, especially as a grown man. You know, somebody that you usually looked at as the provider. You know what I'm saying? You're usually looked at as the protector, and now you're hindered to do stuff that touches home. So keep doing it, man. Keep there with that rehab. You know, that physical therapy. I know when I had my ACL surgery, I think the first time around, I was real hesitant about trying to, you know, get into flexing my muscles and bending my knee and getting that range of motion back. But I know my second one when I was in the military, I didn't hesitate to get into it when I found out that, you know, the cadaver and the I ain't gonna get into all that, but yeah, man, good to hear from you. I was just about to go in. Listen, Greg, I'm traumatized, man.
Wrap it up.
I'm traumatized by them knee injuries, man. They do something to you, Greg. I don't know.
Wrap it up.
We don't want a big football team, man.
Greg, I'm telling you, man, it's like the thing is, like, I can't even watch football the same way I used to, thinking about my knee injuries, man. Knowing how it feels, and then like I see a player take a hit, a lower body hit. And it don't even be a bad hit, but I'm thinking about, dang, that could have went like this. And I'm thinking about, I got PTSD,
always think
man.
about that Dante Hightower against Arkansas when he hurt his knee on that.
I'm going to throw up, Greg.
On him, man. Oh.
Greg, don't make me, my stomach get weak. Don't make me do it. No, I was, you know what? I always think about even like when, was it Mac Wilson? When he tried to plant and you could see his knee just kind of give. On that turf, oh, that stuff hurts. Oh, stop. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
But what we talking about tonight, Greg? I'm glad you called in tonight, man. What we talking about?
Oh, I don't know why I can't get it off my mind, but I've been thinking about it for a while. The USF game. Don't ask me why I'm going this direction. When Milroe didn't play, I still cannot figure out why Milroe didn't play that game. Because you think about his stats for the year, that's one game he didn't even get to play. I still can't figure that out. What in the heck were we doing trying to let these other guys play, or the message? I just don't believe my boy pouted. I'm sorry, or whatever they said he did. I'm sorry. And that game would have been a blowout if Milroe would have played, and he had another game of, more experience. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but it's just been on my mind because people keep talking about the USF game and how bad we were, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I still don't know why he didn't play. What do you think about it?
All right, I'm gonna let KT go first because we literally watched
Feel it because it kind of bothered me. And I'm a white guy.
Yeah,
I'm a white guy.
Oh,
it really bothered me.
Hey, Greg took it down. Listen, I love Greg. Greg, you might be pushing for top 2 callers right now between Zach and Uncle Jay, and no slight to all the callers, but literally, this is the triple A, baby. All right, Zach.
It burnt me.
Not
up.
Zach. Great. Oh boy, you just got me hyped. Greg done put one on us, y'all. He done did one today. Greg said the fact that you, oh man, you just blessed my heart. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm gonna go first now, KT. If you don't mind. Okay, you want me to go? Or you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, Greg. It's not a race thing for me. But I feel like if Ty Simpson would have struggled against Texas, the fan base and lost to Texas, the fan base wouldn't have been as hard on Ty Simpson as they were on Jalen Milroe. You get what I'm saying? But then for the coaching staff to fall to that pressure, knowing that Milroe, if you look at the stats, as bad as those stats were in that game, they weren't even bad stats. If you look at Milroe's stats, it's just
they were not bad. It's just the 2 interceptions is the only thing, and that's
200 plus passing, right? 200 plus passing and 70. I think it was 79 rushing yards after getting sacked 6 times in the game.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't figure out why he didn't start the next game. I honestly don't believe that boy that dude did not pout. I'm sorry. I just
you know what? Me knowing, not knowing, and I'm not gonna say act like he my boy. We text every day, but me being able to interact with him, I'm gonna tell you this: Miro's not a guy that's gonna feel sorry for himself. And Miro's father, if anything, I think Miro's father probably got into Coach Saban's ear and was like agreeing with the thought of benching Miro. Miro's dad is a perfectionist when it comes to execution. Got that old school military mindset. He's one of those yes sir, no sir. Hey, you underperform, you cost your team to lose. I don't care if they took 14 points off the board and y'all lost by 10. It's your fault. You see them 2 interceptions. How you gonna do that? And you know it's a quarterback behind you ready to take your job. That's the type of dad Milroe has, and not in a.
I believe it, but here's the other thing about Milroe. I'm just saying, I'm talking about me too.
Yeah.
If I'd have had a center that was rolling the ball to me,
man, let me tell
you, every third snap, I would snap. Eventually, he never did. I never saw him ever do nothing. So I mean, the guy's just a leader. I don't believe he's a powder. I mean, you've seen most guys would have probably gotten in our center's face
Blake
and
Barnett.
let him have it, because I mean he caused havoc all year. I never saw, never seen it on TV. I don't know if in practice or whatever happened, but you never seen him approach him, go up, get in his face or nothing. So
it's crazy. It was the Auburn game, I believe. Seth McLaughlin caught himself trying to snap on Tyler Booker, because Tyler Booker was like, bro, get your mind in the game. Like,
I remember that. You
remember Seth McLaughlin?
Got on him.
You remember Seth McLaughlin starts yelling at Tyler Booker, pointing at Milroe. Milroe is looking at him like, it's good. Like, calm down.
I know.
That's Milroe.
I know.
I've seen that. I've seen that in practice.
I don't know why I went that direction, but I've always thought that since that whole game. I've thought about it all year. Every other time, every minute I'm thinking, why did we bench him? I don't get it. That would have been a great game for him to play.
Mm-hmm. And Coach Carl Taylor says, go back up to Carl Taylor's comment for me, Marquita. He said it was a teaching lesson for Saban. He showed the fans what we're behind them, and that he knows best. I say you almost lost the season doing that, Coach Saban.
Exactly. You don't do that.
When did Coach Saban ever do that? Ever. Never.
Well, I'll tell you another dumb time. And look, I love Saban. I'm not.
Speak your truth, bro.
That time he didn't start. Again, what's his face against Ole Miss? Remember that time that we lost to Ole Miss at home?
Jake Coker.
Yeah, he didn't start Coker. And he started that guy from Utah, whatever his name was, I can't remember. He was horrible. And Coker had to come off the bench, and we almost come back and won.
Not Sims. Ooh, shout out. Hold on. We got some craziness going on in the chat right now, Greg. I don't know if you can see it on your end. But that boy Zach Will just came through with the $49.99 super chat right now here on the live stream. Shout out to Zach, man. He said he just want to get some love. Man, that's more than love right there, Zach. You're going crazy, man. You know we appreciate you, my boy.
Thank you, Zach.
Oh, love Zach 100%, man. That's what I'm talking about.
And shout out to Sean, too, for the 5 gifted memberships.
Oh, I didn't see that. Shout out to you, my boy. Shout out to you. But KT, go ahead and answer what's your thoughts on that whole bench and Milroe thing? Like,
so my thoughts were, if there was a game early enough in the season to kind of play around and see who's really QB1, it was that game.
Yeah.
And I think we wouldn't have played Russian roulette with a Georgia or with Ole Miss or with a Tennessee. So with it being that early in the game and coming off of a loss, if we're going to play, guess who? It's going to be that game. It was the best game to do it with. It was early enough in the season. And we just needed to see, was Jalen Milroe the guy for the job?
Yeah.
I mean, as hard as it is to like really put the Texas game all in his lap, the quarterback is the leader of the team. And it's easy for us to lean on the quarterback for it being the reason why we win or the reason why we lose.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact that we lost that Texas game, the very next game was a game that we were willing to gamble with to see if Milroe was that guy. And that's why there's no other reason why we benched Milroe for that game. It was the right game.
But if we'd have played Georgia the next game, he wouldn't have done it.
And that's
absolutely not.
And that's what
I'm saying.
That's the problem.
I get it. I see what you're saying, but like he almost blew the whole season right there.
Right.
Taking a gamble.
That's the problem. So, I feel like if Milroe comes out and see, this is my thing. You lose a game where Milroe, yes, you have 2 interceptions, but your defense also gave up 34? What was the score? 34-21, yep. Right? But 34-20, 34-24.
A couple deep bombs.
I mean, but that's it. 2 big plays in the game. But at the same time, these are 2 big plays that shouldn't never been a deciding factor in the game when you lose by 10 and you got 12 points taken off the board. Even if you missed the 2 extra points.
They picked on Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs got beat.
True freshman. Right?
Yep.
So you benched the quarterback. Why we didn't bench the true freshman strong safety that gave up?
Exactly.
Or why we didn't bench
I don't know. It just didn't. And look, I'm a huge Saban fan. Like, he's greatest of all time. I get it. But it just rubbed me the wrong way. I just never understood the logic behind that.
If we're playing chess,
if you don't know what you got in practice, you see them every day.
Absolutely.
You're not going to get any better in the game.
Greg,
game don't make you no better.
I'm going to say this, Greg. I'm going to say this before I say it, I got to give another recognition super chat to Uncle Jay with the $50 super chat, man. Y'all going crazy now. I don't know what KT, you got to come on the show more often so we can make let me stop. But 100%, yo, Uncle Jay, thank you for the $50 super chat on the screen. Marquita, make sure you updating that banner, the co-sponsors of the stream banner. Make sure you updating that bad boy. I know you doing your thing. I have to say it because it makes me feel like I got this. I have to say it because it makes me look like I'm still got a little bit of control over the network. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't have to do nothing. Just show up on the camera half the time. You know what I'm saying? But it just gives me that little bit of space to act like, not feel like, but act like I got a little bit of control. But I'm gonna say this, Greg. If we didn't have a sense of competition to drive this team last year, I don't think we end up being the team that we were. And Miro was the obvious choice, right? And this is what I was saying about Coach Saban and the mental, the psychological aspect of what he brought to the game as a head coach. If Coach Saban would have kept riding behind Miro, right, and he does go out and he struggles against the A&M or who else he's struggling against later in the season. If he goes out and struggle, even after blowing USF out, now you're not giving him the space to see how valuable he is. And that's the side that I believe a lot of the fan base is refusing to see. But I'm more like you. I'm like, if there's a game where we want to give him his confidence back, it's definitely that USF game.
I don't want to try it with Georgia.
Exactly.
I don't want to try it with Tennessee. I don't want to try it with any of these teams that have gotten hot and gotten going, and it's too late in the season to. I think we challenged him and his leadership very early on in the season. If Georgia was the next after Texas, I think it absolutely would have been a different conversation. But at the same time, our schedule set us up to be able to decide if our QB1 was Jalen Miro or if it was Ty Simpson.
I'm going to disagree because you got to think. Put Miro in for the first quarter. Do you jump out to a 21-3 lead and then put Ty Simpson in or Buckner? And then, you get what I'm saying? Give them the same offense. You get right. Greg, that's what I'm saying.
Here's what would happen. That's what should have happened. I think if he had played, would have blown him out in the first half. And then you put Ty Simpson in the game second half.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do. My fault, Marquita. You had it. I was trying to click to the other screen. Shout out to Sean Williams with $50 super chat. Look at
that, Sean.
Look, he said they not like us. They really ain't. They really ain't like us, man. Y'all are going crazy right now to pop off the first day of the new month, y'all. We going crazy. This July 1st, y'all going crazy. Them checks hit good then.
Everybody say OV.
OV, yo, y'all know Coach Smook, yo, you know what I'm saying? Triple A, bro. Yeah, we lit, y'all. We lit. I love this network, man. I love this family. I love this Triple A fam. That's why we are fans. We are the fans and they are the coaches, 100%. Because I'm gonna tell you,
I think I'd be a good coach though, if I'm being 100% honest.
But I'm gonna say this, Bentley boy. If the fans didn't matter, if our opinion didn't matter, Jalen Miro wouldn't have been set. Jalen Miro wouldn't have been set. It was a lot of fans. It was a lot of fans. But surprisingly, after the Texas game, after watching the game, well, I'm going to say not a fans. I'm going to say a lot of analysts that evaluated that game, they saw how horrible our offensive line was. That was an offensive line with
terrible.
A true freshman, Caden Proctor, who was being rotated with Elijah Pritchard, who never stood up. Terrence Ferguson was still getting rotated in and out of that doggone first group, and he was injured. And then you had Darian Dallacourt, probably Darian Dallacourt. You know, you my boy. I got to see you on pro day, but boy, maybe you should play rugby. You should follow Buckner, and yeah, he'd be solid in rugby.
Oh God, okay.
Dallacourt be solid in rugby. Coach Carl Taylor says, listen to this, Greg. I think you'll have a good response to this. He said the problem was Tyler, not Ty. They experienced the BS with the wrong guy. That's all. Fans was calling for Tyler, and that's why he got the start.
Well, I'm sorry. Nick Saban's never going to listen to what fans. He never has. That I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't know what happened during that week, but I'm just still trying to figure it out. Nick Saban would never listen to what fans.
And that's the thing. I think it was predetermined, you know, that would be the game. Kind of, and I was just playing devil's advocate to, you know, KT's point. But I think it was pre-planned to go into that game with the opportunity for whoever wasn't the starter for QB2 to compete. I think it was always set up for Jalen Miro to be QB1 because he won it outright in after fall, right? And you go in and you lose a ranked game to a Texas team. Yeah, you lose it at home, but that's your second official start, like where you've had the preparation time. You're the focus as QB1.
Yeah, and it was Texas, for crying out loud.
Who ended up going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
who had a great defense? Who had a really, really, really good defense.
A lot of depth on that defense. So, yeah, man. Hey, Greg, appreciate you for bringing up that topic, man. And that's what everybody is watching right now. I want y'all to take notes from Greg's topic. When we open the phone line, whatever you want to talk about, me and KT just here to react to it and dialogue with you. 15, 20 minutes of conversation. We'll be able to do that.
I just want to say I've never, I'm a white guy. I don't care who's white or black. I'm an Alabama guy. Everything's crimson.
Yeah.
My favorite players, I don't care. My favorite players all the time are probably mostly black. It doesn't matter. The color doesn't matter when it's with the Tide. I could care less. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Who's black, who's white, blah, 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 blah. That's the dumbest thing. I'm tired of people even talking about it.
Right.
But it's sad that some people still think that way, but it's so stupid. I really don't care. I don't care what color they are. Never have.
Hey,
Never
Greg, you know what the problem is? It's a lot of people that share your same thoughts. But why is that a conversation? Why is that a bad conversation to have, knowing that it's a known issue? That racism is still
issue, but like it shouldn't be though. It's so stupid.
It shouldn't be, right.
What somebody's color of their skin. We all got blood. We all got bones, and we all got blood. We all got muscles. We all got brains.
That part, Greg,
doesn't matter. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And if some people are just will not get. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as it probably was like when I was growing up in the 70s, because I'm 58.
Yeah.
You know, but even then, my favorite player of all time is Ozzie Newsome.
You know that's my uncle. You know that's my uncle, right?
Yeah, for Cobra County, man.
Like for real, like 2011, 2012 was my first time seeing him in person at the family reunion, and that was such a surreal thing. Like knowing Bama history and knowing what, like my dad could have played basketball for Alabama coming out of high school. He ended up getting offered by UAB. Alabama wasn't really, coming into the inner cities recruiting in Montgomery like that for basketball at the time. They were just coming getting back football guys. My dad got offered by UAB. If my sister wasn't about to be born, he would have been at UAB for a year and then would have transferred to Alabama because of him being related to Ozzie Newsome. So yeah, that's crazy that he's one of your favorite players of all time. And if people be honest, Uncle O was the first hybrid tight end to step on the field in college football. I'm just saying, I'm gonna claim that one and run with that.
Yep, he was a wide receiver in college and played tight end in the NFL. That's why I'm a Browns fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Where's Ebony?
Look, don't say that too loud.
Where's Ebony when you need her?
We got Ebony Carter. She be dropping in the chat. But Greg, before you get up out of here, man, I appreciate your honesty and just that authenticity, man. And I'm glad we are proud to understand that everybody don't think like us, which is sad. I served in the military, so I dealt with racism, but at the same time,
it's just crazy, man.
It's crazy, man.
Some people just can't get over themselves or whatever.
Look, as long
it's good to talk about it, but if people would just not talk about it,
right,
and just let people be normal and let's just live, we don't have to worry about it. It's nothing.
Greg, I say this: if more people took an approach of understanding that things can be changed, right, I think we'll be in a better place. Like change is not always bad. Change for this time and this society. Change has always been like a positive thing. It's always brought positive results, whether you like it or not. And I have my opinions on certain political issues, certain lifestyle issues or whatever, but I never reject change. Look, Ebony in the chat.
Ebony right
we
there.
just spoke up. See, Greg, I'm gonna have to get you off the line now. You brought Ebony in here with this Ohio stuff. She talking about Greg, my brother. Woof, woof, woof.
That's right, baby. It's the dog pound.
Look, see the dog pound. He says the dog pound. But listen, y'all. I'm glad y'all making it distinct between college and NFL because y'all know them puppies in Athens. They love to bark at people. What's up, King Family Reacts in the chat? What's up? But yeah, Greg, anything you want to say to the family before you get up out of here, man? We're gonna open up the phone lines. We're gonna take one more phone call, then we gotta get up out of here.
No, I'm good. I just glad you got $150 while I was on the phone. So
listen, hey, you want your cut? We got you. I got you, Greg. We got you. We got you, bro. You part of the reason why, man. I see you. How much is that? We do 0.3% cuts for phone calls.
No, man. I just appreciate you. I love chatting with you guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you too, man. Roll Tide, Greg. Shout out to my boy Greg, man. Always bringing the vibes, man. I love that energy. I keep unplugging my headphones.
I was about to say, you in these headphones. So what's happening?
So what's going to happen is I'm going to need an extension cord so it could. I'm used to having my other headset. It had like a 6-foot cord. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get the extension.
I need another wine break.
Another wine break? We almost done. Look, she is going crazy on this wine. I just noticed how... Yeah,
I'm a lady.
Look, ladies drink wine, right?
I'm a lady. It's a Monday. I'm gonna keep it classic.
Marquita, can you bring Ebony's chat up real quick? Talking about put some bass.
No.
What type of bass? Because that type of bass.
Not when we talking about the Browns. Who
not that type, but that type of bass. I'm gonna spell check you. That type of bass is not allowed anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's the street version. That's the wrong channel, sis. We don't do that type of stuff over here. We don't do that. We don't do that basis over here, yo. We do. We're Jesus lovers, okay? We're Jesus lovers over here on the coast.
SS. Different base.
Look, we want 2 A's. Yeah. There we go. No, you educated. I know you educated. Don't play. Don't do my sister. It ain't that funny, KT. Stop laughing. But phone lines are open, y'all. Phone lines are open. I think I'm really just waiting for a call from Uncle Jay. Uncle Jay said he wanted to call in. I want to call in. So Uncle Jay, we waiting for you to call in right now. I might just call you if you don't call in the next 30 seconds. I'm gonna call you. I want to get some Uncle Jay thoughts tonight. We always have good conversation with Uncle Jay, Piano Man. I want some Uncle Jay thoughts tonight. Let me see.
Ebony said she was excited about the Browns fan in the chat, though one other Browns fan.
Right.
I'm the only Jets fan, so it's okay.
Right.
No judgment here.
Right. I think we got Uncle Jay on the line. Let me see. No, that's not Uncle Jay. Hold on. I need Uncle Jay.
I don't know who you just called.
Right. I think I just called the wrong number. That's what I think. This is Uncle Jay right here. This him right here. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, can I get a little nepotism? You know, nepotism been going around. I just want to know if you could put your uncle in the game.
Man, listen, I've been trying to answer. You hung up too quick that time. I was literally answering. But I've been trying to get you in the game. You ain't been around the past couple of days, and we know why. We ain't gotta get into that. So we literally had to. I literally just told the chat, we only holding the phone line for Uncle Jay. We know Zach gonna call tomorrow, but we only holding the phone line for Uncle Jay. Uncle Jay is on the line. Uncle Jay is in the game. What's up, Uncle? How you feeling tonight, man?
Hey, I'm hanging in there. Still dealing with these odds, but I'm hanging in there.
Your niece on here. Your niece on the line.
Hey, Uncle Jay.
Hey, KT, I said hello to you. I don't know if you read my super chat. I said hello to both of y'all.
Yeah, we seen it. I just knew you. I knew she wanted to hear her name come from Uncle Jay because she thinks she the favorite. But I keep telling folks I'm the favorite.
I really am the favorite though.
But hey, look, I mean, just a little bit about what Greg was saying and Coach Al. You know, I was really, really surprised when Coach Saban hired Tommy Rees, okay? But to make matters worse, he let him bring Buckner with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that particular game, okay, you know, we had everybody on Jalen so hard, okay? He didn't have a bad game, okay? And I think one of the interceptions should have been a run play, okay? But anyway, to saying that to say this, I think Coach Saban was trying to satisfy I won't say all the fans, but some of the fans by putting somebody other than Jalen Milroe in there. They weren't really, really keen on Buckner coming here. Most of them weren't anyway, but they were just wanting Milroe out of the game. So I think Coach Saban was just proving to everybody, okay, I'm going to show y'all who should be the quarterback. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, and it was no doubt, and I agree with you, what you said. If he was going to do anything, he should have played Jalen, let him get a lead, and then brought Buckner in there. Buckner was throwing to the ground. He weren't throwing to receivers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he did the best thing he could have done was to go play rugby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's a walk-on at Notre Dame on the football team, and I'm quite sure he's carrying the water. But anyway, I'm just happy to be able to come on here and say hello to the AAA family.
Don't look, Uncle Jay. Nah, don't go nowhere yet, cause I got something.
I'm not going anywhere yet, but I'm just spreading love to the AAA family. You know, letting them know that, hey, don't forget me. Just because I'm not on here, I can't look at the computer for a long time. But you know, and again, I said this. I sent a message saying no sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
Because God is in control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
God has got me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm not like some people, and I'm not gonna call no names. I'm not gonna start talking about my ailments to try to get sympathy.
Oh.
You know, when I cast some stones, you know what I'm saying?
Don't see now. Look, don't you? Hey, are you trying to angle some things this way, or is you? What's your angle here? You know what I'm saying?
You already know what I'm talking about without me even saying it.
I got the angle you coming from.
So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just, you know, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. God got me.
You know why? You know why we be in trouble sometimes? Because we just so petty. We just so petty sometimes. It just and it be the most respectful and subtle, but I love it. That I promise you, we got some type of bloodline tie somewhere down the line. Cause you don't he? Like he just he give OG petty vibes. Like he don't got like young bull thriving petty vibes. Like I miss some spots when I be petty. Like I be going to be petty with everything. Uncle Jay be petty with the right stuff at the right time every time. I've been
told that I can be a little messy sometimes. I don't know if that's a fact, but you know, most of the time when I'm talking, it's got some substance. I'll say it like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't just throw stuff out there just to be throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And when those unwanted jump on there, when I'm on there, I let them have it.
Let them know. So check this, Uncle Jay.
In a very polite way.
Uncle Jay, I want to get your thoughts on this. Now, this is something, and I'm gonna ask Marquita to make this banner real quick. Courtney Morgan. There's been rumors on a certain fan base's message boards about their university attempting to snatch Courtney Morgan from us. And I'm gonna read this statement verbatim. All right. And this is a trusted source that I contact for recruiting analysis, not necessarily analysis, but recruiting updates and things of that nature, right? What they're hearing on message boards, because they are message boards holder. They have their own message boards. This was on the USC site. Changes in the strategy for USC. This is USC with 3 USC decommits on the defensive side. USC football program is looking to amp up their recruiting profile. Courtney Morgan being rated the #1 GM in college football right now, amongst all major like sites and everything. They say negotiations are ongoing, so we can't say much more as of right now. But for the fans who are frustrated with recruiting, this is one potential response from USC. Lincoln Riley wants to shift the program to more of an NFL model in a roster building sense, especially with the new NIL/pay-for-play rules on the horizon. We'll provide them more updates when we get them. So, yes, I did post a little clickbait in the description.
Wait, is they saying negotiations are going on?
Yeah. I mean, this is not nothing new, but the thing is, this is not an official report. This is from some message board stuff from a respected person on USC's message board. How you feel about USC coming for Courtney Morgan right now?
I'm gonna say it like this. Greg Burns and the president of Alabama need to pull out a blank check and sign it and hand it to him.
KT.
And say, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm with it.
You don't need to, come on, man.
KT, what's your feels on it? Because I didn't tell her about this beforehand, y'all. This is like
you did not. I wish I knew. But I agree with Uncle Jay. Like, at this point, with the level of commitment, and I've been very vocal about this, it's not that I think Kayla DeBoer is doing the recruiting. It's Courtney Morgan and these position coaches. Like, I wish I was a fly on the wall. I just want to know the conversations that are being had, the type of commitment that they're making towards each other. But if Alabama knows what's good for them,
they better. Hey,
they're not gonna spare an expense.
I'm gonna tell you. So when I got the message, when I got the text, right, and I looked at it, I was like, ain't no freaking way. Because Courtney Morgan is somebody that I've been developing like a relationship with. You've seen it. You've seen the conversation. So like, I'm like, ain't no way he would be bringing me into the into, you know what I'm saying? And the what's being established. He wouldn't be entertaining that with little old me if there was no longevity plan for establishing success and a tone in Alabama. Now, what I will say is this: if there was a state that would try to just throw the check out there and really get somebody's attention like that, it would be California. It would be USC.
For sure.
But what I will say is this: Alabama loves Alabama football. The state of Alabama.
You're not going to spare an expense, especially not
for Courtney Morgan.
Not for a rebuild season like now.
Let me say this. I agree with KT 100%. Courtney Morgan is behind majority of these kids coming to Alabama. Okay, I mean, Kayla DeBoer is going to get the credit because he's the coach. But I said this when Courtney Morgan came here from the start, when he brought the first secondary guy from, where was that from? Michigan.
Yeah.
I knew right then. I said, okay, this guy right here. And he's been all about Bama, okay?
Right.
That's all he's been talking about, Bama. You know, when people were talking about some of these recruits that they talking about going to go somewhere else, he's talking about don't believe the hype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I follow him on Twitter. I follow him on Instagram, and I read his comments. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard for me to believe that he would be in negotiation, and we hear it online rather than it coming from an Alabama source first. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's kind of hard to believe.
And that's what I said, Uncle Jay. I said, if anything, it's a USC, somebody that's well respected. They don't have nothing to talk about with USC right now. They're losing momentum. They're losing their buzz because there's nothing happening at USC but what they deserve with a coach like Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley is one of the most overrated. And I said this when we was on the other show with the Oklahoma fan base, the analysts that do Oklahoma, the Texas. I mean, we had a whole around the table panel, and I said this: Lincoln Riley is probably one of the most overrated coaches. He gets so much credit for developing quarterbacks and doing all this other bull crap, right? As if he's done it. But if you look at the facts and how everything lines up, he's never really developed a quarterback. He's always inherited a quarterback that had some type of potential, and he's placed them in the right system. Now, can we say Lincoln Riley is a solid play caller? I would take a stretch and say, yeah, top 10, top 5 in the nation right now as offensive minds, but quarterback developer, recruiter, negative. Definitely neither one of those, and I don't see that changing no time soon.
And let me say this too. Some of the kids that I was following that Alabama was recruiting, okay, and I saw pictures of Courtney Morgan and didn't know who he was, okay?
Right.
Didn't know who he was. I was like, who is this guy that's always talking to these kids. You know what I'm saying? And then when I finally saw them come out with that billboard talking about the coaches and the people that were coming from Washington, and when I saw them, I was like, that's who that is.
Yep.
Man, I mean, this guy supposedly is the GM sitting in the office, but this guy's out there on the ground talking to recruits. You understand what I'm saying?
He's reshaping just like Coach Saban did with the head coach position. Not coach, but Courtney Morgan, somebody who, and I made these statements earlier, somebody who has experience in the game, who's played at the level, and really is an interpersonal person. He gives you that space to be real, but he also knows the game, so he understands what type of player he's recruiting, the scheme but you got not just Courtney Morgan. You got Jatavius Sanders, you got Ellis Partner, you got Kevin Green, you got Tony Jones, you got a staff full of guys.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Denzel Duval, a former Bama player, is now on the recruiting staff. You got females, some of the female staff that's not Courtney, but Ashley and I forget the other lady's name. I just talked about him yesterday. Jesus Christ. It was so many of them that gave me thanks yesterday for giving shots, but those two in the recruiting, like the staff in itself is tied to football, not just a job. They love football and they know what talent looks like. They have kids they play. They've played the game. They've coached. Come on, man. This is like the perfect mix.
What is a GM job? He's bringing all of these guys in there too. Okay,
right.
He's the one that's bringing these guys in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, man, look. This is what I was thinking. This is my thought. This is Uncle Jay's thought. Okay. Courtney Morgan is so powerful at the University of Alabama that if Kalen DeBoer does great and moves in the next 3 or 4 years,
it doesn't matter who takes this spot.
I'm talking about Courtney Morgan taking the spot. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, nah. I don't think you see him take a head coaching job. You want me to tell you why?
I mean, he's been a player and he knows the board system. You know what I'm saying? So,
you want me to tell you why?
I'm talking about for the recruiting, man, he would be another Saban.
Nah, you want me to tell you why it wouldn't be Courtney Morgan wouldn't ever step over the lines of coaching? Because now he's limited on relationship building, something that he loves about being a general manager, being directly involved with recruiting, relationship building. He's limited. He has to go and show up for game planning meetings, all of this extra stuff during the season. He don't get to be the face of the organization during the season, making the visits when your position coaches and your coaches get to, have to be at the program prepping for the games. He gets to be a part of it.
If he ever did, he definitely wouldn't have no problem drawing talent. That's
100%, 100%. And for me, I think Courtney Morgan is doing exactly what he set out to do. He's trailblazing what the role of a general manager has been known to be on the college football level, and that's something great that we're having. But Uncle Jay, I'm gonna tell you your thoughts on the whole topic of court USC. I'm just like you. I'm gonna say this.
That's what I was gonna say. Until you hear that coming from Alabama, I wouldn't put too much stock in it.
I haven't.
He's too professional to allow something like that to happen. You understand what I'm saying?
And you got it.
He's not Grubb, okay? He's not going to tell us that he's our general manager and then turn around and go eat dinner with somebody and move in 2 days. Hell no.
Uncle Jay pissed off about that still. That I ain't gonna. Hey, Uncle Jay, you want me to tell you why I'm pissed off about that Grubb stuff? Because I went on the whole 24 hours before he said he was going to be the OC, and I went on Twitter and I said, Ryan Grubb going to be our OC? Because I had got intel from inside that he was going to be our OC. For him to follow it up the next morning and say, I will be the OC, and then 24 hours later,
24 hours.
to punch him in his left.
And he go over there in that meeting and say, I'm the OC for University of Alabama. And the next day he go have dinner with somebody, and 2 days later he on his way out the door.
No, it wasn't
Man.
2 days later. It was literally the next day.
I said, I mean, he went to that meeting the next day afterwards.
And it was announced that night. They agreed that night. He didn't sign the papers till 2 days later, but he never moved to Tuscaloosa. He was staying at the same micro hotel I was staying at in T-Town.
Man, if I was in Tuscaloosa, he'd have came out there,
I would have,
and they all would have been on fire.
Boy, I would have drop kicked him in the back of his neck so quick. Both feet. The wrestling drop kick where they know I didn't care what I would have caught him. I would have caught him slipping, Uncle Jay. I would have caught him slipping.
I don't think we got anything to worry about as far as Courtney Morgan going to USC.
Yeah,
I really don't. Like I said, that would have came from him first. I mean, there would have been a press conference and everything. You understand what I'm saying? If that happened, but when you said that, it was like you punched me in the gut, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, what?
Yeah, and the thing is, that's why I tell, and this ain't no slight before I let you off. That's why I tell our fan base that watches my channel, get off of these message boards. Get off of these trash message boards. Even for our fan base. If you're another outlet, and Boss Lady sitting right here, y'all see she gave me the look. Be careful. She know I'm going up there. I'm climbing that tree. And at this point, I don't care. All of you outlets that are charging people to talk about what they speculate or what they heard from Ty Simpson's uncle's cousin, brother, who's a janitor at Central High School in Tuscaloosa, that's a friend of Kevin Riley's little brother's nephew, cousin, that told you this about Alabama, that get on that message board and talk that crap. Keep on doing it. You wasting your money when you can literally just wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and tune into the Coach Smook Morning Show and find out just about everything, because we talk to the people that's actually involved. We're not limiting what we could do. And so, like this Courtney Morgan mess, if Courtney Morgan was being pursued, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who wish they could have Courtney Morgan right now. Washington, Michigan, USC, Florida, Georgia, Arizona. A lot of them wish, and all it takes is for somebody a part of their organization. Man, I wish we had more Courtney Morgan and somebody.
But just think about it, though. I mean, I would love to be paid to just be a great guy with a great personality.
I mean, that's what he does.
And not to minimize his role in recruiting, but essentially, he's just a great guy with a great personality. And he's able to make connections, and he's able to create time and space for these kids that feel like they're at home. But apparently that is the way that this is going. This is going in the direction of, I need to feel like I'm at home when I'm not at home. And these kids are loving it. And Courtney Morgan, if Greg Burns knows anything about what we've done, and I'm claiming we, as in I've been a part of this. if he is in any kind of realization of what is going on and what he's been doing and been a part of, he is not going to let Courtney Morgan slip through our fingertips.
I don't think there's anything behind it, y'all. I saw the buzz, and I tried KHBFOY method of clickbait stuff, and it worked. We didn't even get 10 minutes into the show, and somebody was trying to figure and they was like,
before I do go, I want to let everybody know that I'm not mad at Grubb and Huff for leaving. I just don't like the way he did it. That was just, he should have never went to that conference and said that, knowing that he was going to go there the next day.
Man,
that's where I'm coming from.
And you know what, Uncle Jay, and this is my last statement before we let you get your closing out. I think that's the business of college football now. He had to put the pressure on the Seahawks to say, hey, if you want me and Huff, if you want me and Scott Huff, the offensive line coach, you're gonna have to pull the trigger now, because what Caleb DeBoer and his vision he has for this program, this could set us up to be head coaches at the college level in 2 years. So you better come with the right amount of money, but also where my wife and my kids are living right now in the state of Washington. If you can somehow, and they did it, everything he wanted. I mean, I'm glad. I'm kind of glad Grubb and Huff stayed. I mean, it was set up. Their families were established. I think Grubb daughter was a softball player at Washington, had just enrolled. So I mean, it's something that when you think about family, when you put yourself outside of being a fan of Alabama football, you think about this man, his family, his life, his livelihood, this lifestyle he got accustomed to in Washington. Is nothing like you're not going to get anything like that in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, or surrounding areas. So with that being said, I think he made the right decision that was going to benefit his family. A lot of times you see these guys make these career decisions and they get screwed, losing the best thing that's happening to them. So shout out to him, man, at the end of the day. But Uncle Jay, before we let you out, man,
I wish him the best of luck in Seattle. But I think they're gonna suck, really.
Anything else you want to say before we let you off the line, Uncle Jay?
Yes, love y'all, love you, AAA family, you, KT, love all y'all, and miss you all. I'm gonna try to get back on here. I mean, to get on the call-ins because I ain't got to look at no computer. So I'll try to catch some of these call-ins and kind of converse with y'all and let y'all know how everything's going. But I'm hanging in there. Everything's good. Me and my baby, we doing good.
Yeah. Look, I'm glad to hear that.
I just say roll tide. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, sir. 100%. We love you, Unc, and you already know, man. Just check your phone. We made a personal commitment in the community to make sure that we shoot you a text or something when we go live. And
and one check on me too. I mean, text me, ask me how I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I appreciate y'all. I really do.
It's all love, Unc. I told you my Unc for real. But we got the call queue. We're gonna try some software on Wednesday for the calling segment. Might be able to try it tomorrow where we set it up to where you can call in and actually listen to the show, so you're not missing it, or you're not trying to just play it.
Yeah, because if somebody's on the line, it'll tell you, it won't let your call go through. That's why I was trying to hurry up because I knew Zach was sitting there with his fingers on the call, but
I knew it was gonna come up. I knew it. I said it won't be an Uncle Jay phone call without him getting at Zach. And it's crazy. I think Zach called in. Yeah, Zach definitely called in tonight.
Zach. Zach, tell Zach if you're on there, man. I thank you for allowing Uncle Jay to get through tonight, man. Because I sent a message just to say that I hope I get through the call line. You know what I'm saying? Because I hadn't been on here in a while. And I just wanted y'all to know that I was thinking about y'all, man.
Right.
So
100%,
that's all I gotta
man.
say, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, you too, Uncle Jay. Thank you for calling in.
All right, brother.
All right,
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Listen, y'all done ran us way past our time. Way past our time. You talking about we gotta get up and go to the gym. I'm still hungry. I ain't gonna lie. My fat self. I be eating all times of the night. But thank y'all for pulling up tonight, man, and joining myself and Boss Lady KT in the building, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if y'all see me like when I stop talking, it's because I'm trying to force her into really saying, because we be talking throughout the day, y'all, and her dialogue is so extensive past what she be giving y'all. And
I'm shy. Give me a second, okay?
Yeah, but you did way better tonight. I'm gonna give you your props, Boss Lady. You did your thing tonight. And like I said, I have this innate ability of getting people to push just a little bit past than what they expect. And I'm going to keep doing it, not just with her, but with Marquita doing her thing. Like, even with, I could tell when we get to the end because she run these comments like credits. And they don't even be comments coming up the whole time. It's like she know how to pick her spots with previous comments. I mean, everything that I envision is happening. I just want to say I'm grateful. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
No, just thank you to the AAA fam. Anybody that dropped anything tonight as far as the super chats, we definitely appreciate you. y'all continue to give me grace. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get used to this thing. It is not my natural jive. I'm still trying to get going. So y'all definitely, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, 100%, man. And as we go, man, we just want to acknowledge the super chats. Y'all see this, the co-streamers of the chat tonight. Go ahead and call them things out.
Carla, my girl Carla with the $10 super chat. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. As always, Zach with the $49.99. Solid trooper every single morning. We appreciate you, Uncle Jay. We definitely love hearing from you tonight. It was good hearing from you. $50 super chat. And then Sean always coming through. They not like us. He said it best.
OVO. Listen.
Everybody say OV.
Listen, y'all.
I ain't gonna say it.
Listen, I love y'all 100%, y'all. I appreciate everybody. And Ebony, yes, y'all better get ready for Ladies Night. We got Ladies Night coming up the month of July. I'm gonna actually be in the back producing. Marquita gonna be on the screen. KT, Ebony, Cindy, who else? Carla, who else?
Look like a proud dad.
Cole, Susan. Look, why you comment, Susan? We're gonna have a 9-female panel up on this mug, and I'm gonna just let them go crazy. I'm gonna handle the comments, and I'm talking about. Look, only thing I'm gonna do is the night before we're gonna have a meeting, and I'm gonna try to give them a little quick hip fire class on what to do, how to transition. But I'm gonna let them do their thing, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, we're gonna break the internet. We're gonna
let Ebony host it. It ain't gonna be me hosting.
Nah,
I'm gonna just be a co-host.
No, you gonna be the host. Marquita gonna be the co-host, and Ebony gonna be special guest, and then we're gonna have everybody popping in this mug. It's gonna be a fire ladies' night, man.
Ladies, have your Chardonnay on deck.
Listen,
I will have my
Marquita shaking her head in the back. She being
she like no.
Nah, we gotta get I'm telling y'all, Marquita, she's holding something from us, y'all. I'm telling y'all, she needs to be one of the personalities, not just our producer.
I tell you what, she holding a good time.
Yeah, y'all, bowling night. Listen, I'm telling y'all, that bowling night, that night we went bowling after 8A. If you missed it, you missed the time. You would have thought that group of people had known each other for years, man. For years. Even like they went out to eat before they linked up with us.
They was late because they went out to eat together.
And I was kind of like, hesitant. I was like, man, most time when black folks do this, they ain't gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? They get caught up and start doing their own thing. But I was nervous. It was the first, because I didn't know nobody. I just knew them through, the chat. And when they started showing up, man, I see people walking in. It wasn't no handshakes. It was hugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was everything we wanted, man.
Wait a minute. Effie said she drank beer. I do too, sis. I just had a natty light night before.
Listen.
Before I had the wine.
Right. We was, listen. So 2-3 o'clock is like my I don't know what it is around that time of day. It seemed like it's the perfect, for me, being in this new schedule is like the perfect time. It's like right after my meditation. I'm sitting there. I'm working on some content or something, but 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30, around that hour, 2:30 to 3:30 hour, I always grab a nice cold one, man, and it'd be perfect. So, and my sister Ebony, boy,
and not a natty light. I meant Michelob Ultra.
Yeah. I don't know about that natty stuff. That's high school country life.
My auntie used to drink natty lights, but we drink Michelob Ultra around here in Coors Light.
Listen, we couldn't get nothing but natty light. In Russell County, that's the only thing. That and 411s, that's our 211s. I said 411s. That and 211s is all they would let us buy at the corner store if you was underage. I'm not incriminating myself. I'm just saying that's.
I think you're incriminating the cashier.
Look, they I don't even think the store open no more. That's how long ago it was. But shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight, man. I love y'all 100%. This is the family environment we want to create here at the Coach Smook Network. The AAA family. If you aren't a member of the AAA family, make sure you take an opportunity and do that. One of my senior mods, hit that exclamation AAA in the chat. It'll bring up the link for everybody that's not a member. And if you missed the commercial, we'll end the show with the welcome of all of our AAA members. But it's easy. Just click the link, sign up. It's going to ask for some payment information. Pick a level. We got 3 different levels. If you get VIP, we're going to start sending out those T-shirts in August. The Coach Smook Network T-shirts. This ain't got nothing to do with the tailgate T-shirts, but we're going to send out those other T-shirts. And y'all,
Yeah, they went out to eat, Nicole. I'm sorry. Yes, they did. Without us too.
Yeah, they did, Cole.
They had a whole party.
I'm talking about, it was like 6 of them. Met up at a whole bar, sat down, ordered, and took hours to get to us.
And rolled up late.
And
because they was at dinner together.
And lit, though. They was lit. They didn't come in slow poking. They came in lit and kept the energy going. That's one thing. Don't show up acting like you don't know what's supposed to be going on when you late. Show up and jump on in, and they, took it up.
And they did just that.
Took it up. My folks was laughing at us so hard. But what I was about to say, for everybody that's shout out to Zach. Natural light will sneak up on 100%. Zach, you absolutely, especially when it's hot.
Ultra.
Especially when it's hot outside. You know about that. Even them bushes. Y'all know about them bushes.
And I just want to give everybody a pre-warning because are we going live on Thursday for 4th?
Maybe we got. Would y'all be? You know what? And I'm gonna say this because this my partner. Like for real, I told y'all how much KT mean to me. Would y'all be cool with seeing KT in the IRL content? Like, would y'all be cool with? Like, I'm telling y'all, like when I go live at the gym, cause she don't think that she's an attraction for the channel. I keep telling her like she is. She thinks she be messing stuff up. And I don't think she is. I think she's built for this. I think the more she gets in front of the camera, the better. So I what y'all think, man? 100 emojis and fire in the chat if y'all want KT. We gonna get KT an emoji in here too. And y'all, we starting that in August too. Top fan funders, not fan funders, top gifters, meaning people that give super chats, gift memberships. We're going to start giving you your recognition with your emojis. That was another idea that I started on that other channel, and I kind of been shying away from it, you know, because I've been scared about, you know, not scared, but I've been like, I don't want people to relate. But that's something that I was always a community and I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't like this fan. First of all, it's orange.
I'm sorry, it is hot, y'all.
And I think the blades in it KT is a Alabama graduate, right? She got an orange fan with blue shaded fins, y'all, and you supposed to be a Bama grad. But anyway,
I'm hot.
But anyway, y'all, be on the lookout for all the links and everything, and also your t-shirts. August 1st, we'll be pushing out t-shirts. But IRL content, we definitely gonna be trying to get it across y'all. 4th of July, we might just go live, let y'all see how we interact with our families. I think we want to see my side of the family and her side of the family. Actually 4th is when we going to the Braves game. Going to the Braves game.
I just wanted to let y'all know that I was gonna be drinking beer, so don't be shocked because I do.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we are going to be at the Braves game, and I think y'all are going to enjoy that interaction, that content. Being at the game, we're gonna have the mic hookup and all that stuff. So y'all keep tuning in. Don't forget to like and share on your way out. I mean, like and subscribe on your way out. Make sure you follow myself at Coach Smook on all platforms. You got KT as
Kodak_Kim_ on Instagram, and then Kim Belize, the number 9 _ on Twitter. I should probably change them so that they're the same.
No, I'm laughing at Sean talking about you was on his neck about the table reservation.
Oh, I wasn't on his neck. I was on
Marquita, my fault.
Oh, I was about to say Marquita.
He was on you. You was on him when he got to the bowling.
Oh yeah, because he kept saying my back was big.
Yeah.
I'm not over that yet. I mean, I love you, Sean, but I'm not over that yet.
Listen, I'm talking about we got in the gym, Sean. Let me tell you how much of a brother-sister relationship y'all got. We got in the gym and we was doing pull-ups, man, and I think she did like 12 with the assisted weight on like 80, right? And that's huge.
70.
No, that you did 12 with 80.
I did 70.
That was 80.
That was 70.
What 70? I'm gonna give it to you because I was pushing her butt. I was pushing. Well, she got up there and she was like, man, he ain't about to be talking about my back big no more. And I was like, hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, Sean, you really got to motivate it. You got to motivate it.
You said my back was big, and I've been out for vengeance ever since.
Ever since. She really been at it. But, y'all, we got to get off here. Thank y'all for staying up late with us. And again, it's been fun. It's been a vibe. I can't wait to get the clips out of this. Clips will be posted tomorrow. Y'all know Tuesday we do our show at noon. It won't be a morning show. Noon. Tomorrow, noon Central Standard Time, I will be live. We'll be reviewing some film. If you got some class of 25 or 26 prospects that you feel like need exposure, they're under the radar, get in the Discord before noon tomorrow and post their links. I will post a lineup of who I'll be reviewing at 9 a.m. That way I can get with these players and let them know, be looking out. Shout out to Michael Eugenio for reaching back out. He reached out to
the QB.
The QB. He reached out. He said he'll be willing to come on. So shout out to him. Even though he's not a Bama prospect, you know, it's about growing the network, and I can't wait to get that exposure for my boy.
Not to cut you off, Marquita, when's your birthday? Can I ask for the world?
I think hers is September 2nd, ain't it?
Is that the same weekend, Marquita?
Your birthday in September, right?
9th?
The third.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, because
we'll be there.
Because we're gonna be there. You know, my pops, we're gonna be at the game for his birthday, so it's gonna be lit. Hey,
just let me know what you drink. I got you.
Listen,
it ain't gonna be no wine though.
Stop. First of all,
with the Sonic Ice,
we definitely getting the Sonic Ice. That's the main important thing. We're getting Sonic Ice. But we're gonna do some IRL content that weekend. That's a big weekend. My dad's birthday. I plan on doing something. So be tuned in for that. August is gonna be a fun month. July is really setting it up for August. We got some Friday Night Lights episodes we're gonna kick off in August. Like I'm telling y'all, it's about to be crazy. Duke, Luke, the whole 25 class, we starting to build that bond, you know what I'm saying? Gang members type stuff. So shout out to all my family, man. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting, everybody on Instagram, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitter, everybody on Facebook that's been supporting Snapchat. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all 100%. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Tomorrow evening, we have special guests tomorrow night. Markeisha Montgomery and Rock Montgomery, offensive lineman for Alabama Crimson Tide. Rock Montgomery is currently, I think he's in second on the depth chart at left guard behind Tyler Booker. And he's also slotted as our one of our centers. But this young man has been on a journey this offseason, and we're going to dive into that. We're also going to kind of reminisce on his recruiting. Look, and then speaking of him, I just got the picture they want me to use for the the flyer. And you know what's crazy? He is his mama's child, bro.
Exactly like him.
He is his mama's child. So Rock, when you get on here tomorrow, don't expect me to go light on you, because I know your mama's boy like me. So y'all spread the word. Rock Montgomery, Markeisha Montgomery, his mother, they'll be on. I think we might have grandpops. Grandpops is real integral in his life.
The whole family.
So if we can get the whole family on to being like one huge shot, that'll be cute. That'll be cool, because I've never seen that done on YouTube or any other channel like that on this, like that. So we try to be the first to do it. Is every time I see it's going down Western, I'm thinking about the best. Oh, hey.
I'm gonna pass on the Best Western. No.
Hey.
Morocco, no.
Morocco. Hey, we gonna go to the boomer room and talk about that. We don't need to put that.
I'm gonna pass on
because that was a. I feel like a kid again, though. I feel like a 19, 20-year-old college student again.
I got one more drink.
Getting up out the park. Listen, y'all, we're going to end the show because, listen, Marquita and Kimberly, I'm getting like sister beat up the brother vibes or sister beat up the fella vibes. So I'm getting up out here. But appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Love y'all. Roll Tide. We'll talk more sports news when KayT shows up again, which I'm hoping will be Wednesday. We'll do Wednesday. Let's project it for Wednesday, y'all. Wednesday night. And then y'all know we won't have a show Thursday. We'll come back Friday and pick it up. Might do a Saturday special. This Saturday, something special happening this Saturday. But y'all stay tuned for the Coach Smook Network and everything we're doing. I love y'all, man. Love y'all. And with that being said, make sure y'all liking, subscribing, sharing the stream on your way out. It's your boy Coach Smook with the boss lady KayT. And y'all catch us on the next one. Much love, y'all. Catch y'all. For real, for real. All up out. Here we go.